Oh,
That's so annoying. Stop that.
I look like Legolas, but with a headset on,
You do kind of
or
look
like
like
Link.
yeah.
I look like Link from all the Link games. Hello, everyone. How are you all? I always feel like people should be talking to me.
Mm-hmm. I'll
So
scoot over it after a bit.
Mickey couldn't make it today, but I said in true fashion, the show must go on. Um, and I figure if Mickey can shit on, I just put a G in there. If Mickey can shit on Cody, then I definitely got this covered. So, how's everyone doing? Is everyone ready for the new year or not ready? Either way, it's all totally neutral. That sounds like something Mickey would say. I see the big dogs. The emotes are rolling in. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Allison. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, NB Dedrick. Hello, Terry. Hello, KJ. Hello, Oh Sweetie No. Hello, Hy- Hyperlophus. Hyperfluous. I feel like it should be Hyperfluous. Hyperfluous? Hyperlophus. Zen Zen. Yeah, big love to Mickey. She really wanted to be here today, but I'm gonna send them all of your love. Oh no, the gig's up. Would you guys have stayed and watched stream if it was just me? I would have this. I would do it. I promise. I would do such a good job. Also, why did I put the headphones on if I'm not even gonna?
I don't know, because it's like the ritual of the thing.
It is the ritual of the thing. I'm passing on the
Yeah.
metaphorical torch.
You can still sit with me though. Ooh, hi everyone. How's it going? Prank. Yeah, exactly. Aaron's Corner. Thank you for all of the love. Yeah, I won't even lie to you guys. I had kind of a traumatizing ass fucking doctor's appointment today. So not only am I like not super high energy, I'm also in a pissy ass fucking mood. So, fun fact about me when bad things happen to me. Sir, what are you doing over there?
I'm fixing.
I just look over to a view of Aaron's butt crack while he's bent over trying to fix a chair.
I want to talk about my crack on stream.
I will talk about your crack on stream.
My legs are all wibbly wobbly.
Yeah, those legs are wobbly as fuck. We should get a different chair.
We need to see the chair. I told you to look into it.
Huh?
I told you to look into the chair thing.
Hold on. I'm not happy for your misery, but let's channel it into being mean to that evil goose. Christine, absolutely, yes. That's 100% what we're doing. Yes, take it out on Cody.
I said the same thing.
That's what Aaron said too. Thank you, Kyle. I'm planning on fucking it up today. Yeah, no, fun fact about me, when bad things happen to me, I will be sad on the inside and I'll probably cry in my car a little bit, and then the rest of the time I'm just really angry. So, those are the vibes that you're getting today. Angry, sad. Yesterday was lovely, but it was 37 degrees and humid. I hid in the aircon. Absolutely, Jade, as you should. I don't know the conversion on that exactly, but I know that that's well above 80, 85 degrees, I think, Fahrenheit, which sounds pretty hot. He deserves it. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Amy. Amy said, I'm sorry for the shitty appointment, but I'm glad you're here. Me too. Danny! Thank you for gifting 10 memberships. What the hell? Shenanigans. Crystalline, Sarah, the chat is going so fast. Oh my God. A bunch of you got memberships. Welcome. You're a McNug now. You're one of us. Thank you, Remedy. It's okay. The thing that is most annoying to me, honestly, is that all of the doctors and medical staff are so incredibly kind and like validating and supportive, but there's just like nothing to be done about the fact that like bodies just heal in the timeline that they're going to, but I'm like ready to be done now, you know? I was hoping for better news today, and they were like, no, unfortunately, no. So Aaron's crack is Patreon only exclusive. Also, I saw somebody earlier say crack again, and I love you so much for the Mean Girls quote. Bryn, I highly recommend Dutch Bros. I got hot cocoa. I still can't have fucking caffeine. I can't have caffeine or alcohol or weed. I can't have too much salt. I can't have anything except for chocolate.
No fun.
Except for chocolate. There is actually a very small amount of protein in chocolate, so I'm eating a lot of chocolate. But I am drinking a lot of hot cocoa lately. Because what the fuck else are you supposed to drink that's like warm and festive? I want Aaron in a crop top, but personally, I am not interested in his butt crack. That is super fair, Christine. I like how I made one offhanded comment about Aaron's butt crack, and now the whole stream is about it. We have a coffee shop here that makes, cafe horchata. That sounds so good. Hi, Finley. It's because it's not good for your body. Well, it's not good, I guess. It's just if you're trying to maximize healing and like set your body up for success in terms of like repairing tissue, especially, ideally you want to be like minimizing sodium because that can cause you to swell, which can cause your wound to separate more. Caffeine and smoking and other substances are vasoconstrictors, meaning they make your veins smaller. And what you want when you're trying to heal tissue, obviously, is good blood flow to the area because that brings all of the good stuff to like fix it, you know? So it's not that it's like a, you know, if you drink caffeine, something catastrophic will happen. It's just that it can delay my healing and like make it not good or like not as fast, which is, as we've already established, not what I'm here for, huh?
Is it actually just mine?
Yes. We got a hot chocolate. Actually, Aaron got me a hot chocolate peppermint cookie or something from Jimmy John's, and it's so good. So delicious. Yeah. If you guys have Jimmy John's where you live, get one of these. Peppermint chocolate cookie. They're so good. It's soft like a brownie, but it's like pepperminty and delicious. Have you tried healthy caffeine like green tea? Oh, yeah, the triple chocolate cookies are also good. I will occasionally have some herbal tea, and I think I've had a few cups of green tea. But quite honestly, too, the struggle, just show and tell. The struggle that I have with caffeine is that unless I'm like sending it, then I feel nothing. Oh my God, Joseph, thank you for gifting 20 memberships. Okay, let's see. Jennifer, Jenny's, Laura's Library, G Ray. So many of you are now McNugs. Thank you, Joseph. Shout out. And also welcome. You're one of us now. Jaded is fab. I did not know that I would have to not drink caffeine if I got top surgery. Finley, I think surgeons probably differ on their approach. I have a close friend who had a surgery. Granted, it was a different surgery, but a surgery around the same time that I did, and they did not stop drinking caffeine, and their healing went perfectly fine. So I'm sure it's probably something that like surgeons just have different perspectives on, but mine in particular gave me this little handout with all of these helpful hints. So yes, Joseph B. Claus. The ADHD caffeine curse for real. Oh, you guys, I started seeing a psychiatrist a little while ago, and I want you to know, not that it matters because everybody's welcome to try whatever medication works best for them. But I did really try to avoid getting a prescription for stimulants because there's a shortage, and also the pharmacists always treat you like you're medication seeking. It's like a whole thing. I've tried every medication that's a non-stimulant ADHD medication, and none of them fucking work. My brain cannot be conquered. So I got a prescription for Adderall, and I'm still waiting. Over a week and a half later, I'm still waiting for the pharmacy to, like, I don't know, decide that I'm allowed. I'm so confusing. Hi, Pinky. Yes, Robbie, exactly. Got to follow your surgeon's instructions. I was allowed to take off my binding early because my swelling. Oh, wow. I really like mail order pharmacies. Oh, that's smart, Gemma Bell. That is a good idea. I wonder if our insurance would cover that. I guess we could look into that, huh? All right, you guys. Let's see. Beep, beep, beep. All right, so I need to go back and update some of the thumbnails because they're wrong. because we started watching extra episodes. But Lou, I don't know. I feel like we might be in an Adderall shortage. I'm not entirely sure. But Jade, that's what I've heard. I want my brain to just shut the fuck up for like 5 minutes. But we are watching episode 13. Oh, sorry, the mic was off because stupid OBS. It's fine. It's all fine now. It should be better. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, what did I say? Christine K says you look radiant. Thank you, Christine. I don't feel radiant, but I appreciate the compliment. Anyways, yeah, the sound is back. Sorry. Yeah, OBS has been throwing a tantrum on my computer. I downloaded some plugins to try to like fix some shit. And ever since then, my OBS is like a fucking disaster. And I was like, oh, maybe it's because I just need to update it. No, I updated it today before stream and it still said double fuck you, bitch. So I love that for me. It's going great. Just add it to the list of things that are going swimmingly today. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you for the 5 memberships. Oh, 2 sets of 5 memberships, actually. Oh my God. Thank you for the 10 memberships. Okay, let's see. I think that's meant to say catastrophe, and I love that username. Natalie, Pinky, Jade, Jocelyn, y'all are McNugs now. Welcome to the fam, you guys. Katie said, my sister and I had a heart-to-heart with my mom on Christmas about setting some boundaries with our other sister because she's really mean to everyone, but especially her, and it's really awful to watch. Oh my God, Katie, big ups. Having conversations like that are so scary. All of the love to you. I am so excited for you. I hope it went well or, goes well, because stuff like that is scary. For the ADHD meds, our doc suggested calling more small pharmacies like Safeway. We were able to find a place that was able to fill it. Interesting, Jennifer. All right, that's good to know. So also advice, if you're struggling to get your ADHD prescription filled, try smaller pharmacies like grocery store ones maybe. Thank you, because reading is. I asked for suggestions on the Discord a while ago, and I picked one of the pictures that y'all put in there. And my stylist absolutely crushed it. My hair looks incredible. I've only washed it once since I got it colored, so it's still like really vibrant. I used some of your language and encouraged her to seek guidance from a therapist and use us as a support. Yay, Katie! I feel so honored. Oh my God. I hope it went well. I'm definitely sending you guys all of the positive vibes. Yes, Amy, I know. It's Friday at least. Hi, Mark. Oh, I missed it. What happened, Cobblejen? Sorry. Also, I have a quick question if you don't mind. Yeah, sure. Glad you streamed today, not yesterday. Went to the zoo with my uncaring parents who belittled me for complaining about the cold and constant rain. That is so rude, Cobblejen. I am so sorry. Yeah, that sounds like they took a perfectly good trip to the zoo and ruined it. Hi, I never remember how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. Is it Evgenia or Eugenia? I'm not sure if you saw me ask before, but I was wondering what Christmas cards you went with. Sarah, I still haven't finished them because I've been spiraling. So I'm just going to send them after Christmas and it will be fine. I'll share the finished product with you guys on Discord once I get it done. Ooh, Grey Ren, that's good to know. The generic for Vyvanse hit the market recently, so hopefully that helps. So I hope that does. I hope that does help. No, we haven't even started the episode, you guys. I'm just complaining, chit-chatting, but we're also doing some nice catch-up, which I appreciate. So okay, it's also so much more affordable. That is so nice. Like, for real, it should be illegal for drugs, prescription drugs, to have I just call you Jen, okay? Thank you. But it should be illegal for pharmaceutical companies to have like essentially a monopoly on a medication like that. Katie said she was receptive, but she's definitely scared of losing my sister, but we told her that something needs to change because currently placating her has not been working. Hell yeah, Katie. I think that's such a fair line to draw. Okay, Cobblejen. My brother is autistic and frequently has meltdowns. My parents I'm not going to read that out loud just in case I don't trigger people. He's been super quiet. He'll only speak in whispers. Yeah, I don't want to give advice to anybody specifically, obviously, because that's very much not allowed for me. But I, generally speaking, like, that's not what we see represented in the research as, like, best case. Oh, no, you're okay, Cobblejen. As, like, best practice in terms of parenting generally, but especially for neurodivergent and autistic kiddos. There are, like, 3,000 other ways to work around communication and accommodations and, like, you know, realistic outcomes when it comes to autistic meltdowns. Because also it's important to remember that autistic meltdowns are, like, ultimately a manifestation of something that feels so overwhelming to a person, right? Like, their nervous system is interacting with their body in a way that feels like too much to handle. So, like, of course somebody's going to have a meltdown, you know, it's not okay to treat someone like that. So, big love to you, because that's probably really hard to witness. I'm so sorry. Jammed Tomb said, as a kid, when I was abused for my neurodivergency, I went nonverbal for 2 years after being entirely verbal before. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jammed Tomb. Yeah, I think it's a somewhat common experience to feel, or not to feel, but to be alienated, because of that. Glad you could join, Sam. Kyle said, well, I'm not a therapist, so yeah. Yeah, no, Cobblejen, for sure. I know, yeah, it's difficult to give advice online, obviously, because I can't give you advice specifically. But yeah, if it's helpful to you at all. Is the video freezing? I hope the video's not freezing. If it is, let me know. Hi, CD, thanks for coming. Even just Googling Cobblejen, like, best practice for supporting autistic meltdowns, and, like, avoiding all of the ABA stuff will be a better place to start. Can't wait to fill out forms and be on hold because of this stream carrying my dopamine on its back. Bless Mickey and the Nugs. Hi, Maverick. Thanks for coming. But what's the purpose of a live stream? Seems odd. Are you muted? I don't think so. Can you guys hear me? I'm assuming that you guys can hear me. Also, what a kind way to ask that, Sam. Bless you for being so sweet in my stream. Working through childhood trauma as an undiagnosed neurodivergent person, it's a lot. It will take years. Absolutely. Shenanigans. And then you're like, you're entitled, man. Take all the time that you need. You're allowed. McDopamine for the McNugs. I want a shirt that says McDopamine so bad. Hi, Rachel. Thanks for coming. Glad you're here for the live. Thank you, Katie. This is the first Christmas my siblings made plans to avoid toxic extended family, and I'm so proud of them. Hell yeah. Y'all are so incredible. Look at you guys setting healthy boundaries. ABA is a very antiquated modality that some folks will use as an intervention with autistic folks, and it sucks because it's essentially behavior modification through negative reinforcement, or punishment rather. It sucks and it's traumatizing for some folks. I cannot stop burping. KJ, welcome to the McNugs. Thanks for joining the channel memberships. I'm glad you're here. Mickey out here doing emotional labor for the public after a hell of a doctor's appointment. You know, Caroline, I try. It helps, honestly, being in community. It makes me feel better. Wow, you can see the whole wall behind you with the setup. I know, Robbie. I love it. Look at my wall. It's so good. We spent ages working on that wall. KJ, I love seeing all the green. It makes me so ridiculously, deliriously happy that, like, basically the whole chat is either green or blue. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have you here. Oh, you know what I need to do is put this chat on. Oh, thank you. Okay. Perfect. Whoop. Hello. Okay, great. Your wall is literally amazing. Thank you. Oh God. In my everything is making me cry era. Oh, Leo, same. I cried and cried and cried in the car after my doctor's appointment. I cried at the doctor's appointment, and then I cried in the car, and then I cried on the way here, and then I cried when we got here. I've already cried like 6 times today, so I feel you. Remy, welcome to the McNugs. Thanks for joining the channel memberships. I'm so glad to have you here. You probably already answered this question, but are your yiddies okay? Hope, like, relatively speaking, yes. I just have a wound that recently opened up, and it is taking its time to heal. Doctor said it looks fine. All the tissue is vascular and regenerative. I'm like, I get it, but also I want my life back. Full moon and Cancer, all the feelings. Elizabeth, I wasn't going to say it because y'all flame me every time I talk about fucking astrology, but like, it's not a coincidence. I'm just saying. My everything is making me cry era has been my whole life. Oh, I'm very emotional, man. Hell yeah, Kyle. I love that, honestly. Sarah, yeah, it was a full moon in Cancer a few days ago. I think this is the first day I haven't cried in a couple weeks. Yay! Fly to the rain. I love that for you. As much as I promote crying as a perfectly valid coping strategy, and a thing that we should destigmatize, it is also really exhausting. Like, it'll really take it out of you, you know? Thank you, Robbie. I know. That's what the doctor said, too. He was so sweet. He, like, held my hand, and he, like, looked right in my eyeballs, and he was like, it will get better. I promise it will get better. And I was like, okay, if you say so. Yes, always blame it on Mercury. Jessica, it's, like, such a joke between Aaron and I. Oh my gosh, Shampri, thanks for joining the channel memberships. You're a McNug now. Thanks for coming. Aaron and I joke all the time that when something bad is happening, I'm like, blame it on the moon. Just blame it on the moon. It's all the moon's fault. Never mind. Okay. Ooh, what did Christine do that was cathartic? I missed it. I actually let myself cry silently in therapy today. Christine, high five. That's incredible. Thank you, Mark. I think so too. Okay, let's get this fucking show on the road because we got shit to do. We're watching episode 13 today because we have watched a couple of extra episodes as of late. So, we're watching episode 13 today. As per usual, we will have the overlay on both the YouTube live and the YouTube replay. I promise I really did try to situate the like replays with no filter thing. It's not working. It's not working for me. Maybe I'm just a doo-doo brain, and like I'm totally fine with that. Like I will take that one on the chin. I just don't get it. So if you want to watch it without the filter, or the overlay rather, you can do that on Discord while it is live only. It will not be available in replays without a filter. I'm very sorry. I tried. It doesn't work. So you can watch it while it's live only on the Discord, which you can access by joining our Patreon, link in description. Otherwise, I will be announcing timestamps, and you can see them because I edited our overlay so you guys can see the timestamps and the subtitles. So if you want to sync your own device with my timestamps at home so you can like watch along at home, you can do that too. I'm trying to get my leg up on this chair and it's like really not working. Okay. Yes. Here we go. That hurt so bad. Oh my God, that was stupid. Kathleen, yes. I call it a depression hangover after a night of crying so deep that my bones hurt. The next day is like a hangover. Puffy, burning eyes, no energy, brain is hazy, a little bit of shame. Absolutely caffeine. Yeah. Caffeine. Sorry, your name is Kathleen. I'm just obsessed with caffeine, clearly. Okay, yes, always blame it on the moon. All right. That said, we're going to get started on episode 13. We're at 1 minute and 26 because we always skip the recaps. This is stupid. And the intro because I don't need it. So we're going to press play on episode 13 at 1 minute and 26 seconds in 3, 2, 1.
McKelty's pregnant, and we're having a big gender reveal party today. So we're getting everybody on the video chat.
Okay.
I'm really honestly interested to see how the kids are with Cody and Robin on the call. I don't care if they're on the call, but I know that there's a lot of friction between some of the kids.
How are you feeling, sis?
Well, pregnancy sucks, but I was fine.
I was nervous that Gabe and Garrison wouldn't even show up.
Wait, you can see everyone. Maddie's jumping on.
Oh boy.
Logan and Aspen are running a little late, but they're going to be here soon.
The gender reveal party? Is
it's fun to see everybody.
Cody,
I'm hoping that we can all get on and just be
cordial and be adults and be
Yes.
grown up about this and enjoy this process with Tony and McKelty and then go our separate ways.
See
Ooh,
Grandpa
thank you, Amanda. I
and
didn't know that.
Grandma and Isabel and Hunter and Grandma and Savannah and Gabe. There's Maddie. Say hi.
You know, even though our last interaction was on a text thread, we weren't looking.
Oh, hold on. You guys can't see the picture? What the hell? Oh, what? Can everything not malfunction today? Like, that would be so cool. Okay, that's still working. Sorry, hold on. Discord's just not working for some reason. What the fuck? There we go. Is that... No, that's not working. I'm gonna lose my mind today. What the fuck is going on? Hello? All right, hold on. Thank you, Katie, for the $4.99. I'm here for Mickey and Chat's positivity, because definitely won't get that from this show. Yeah, I feel that. See, but look, technology failure, Mercury retrograde. Coincidence? I think not. All right, hold on. Let me try to fix this. I don't know why this is doing this. Okay. There we go. Sister wives. Okay, that's better. There. Is that... You can see it on Discord now, right? Yeah. Great. I'm not an astrology girly, but maybe it is the moon. I'm telling you. I sound like a conspiracy theorist. Being like, it's the moon. But, like, I think it is, though. You know? Okay. How's that? Can Discord see the thing? Perfect. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Sorry, you guys can see the video. Thanks for letting me know, Christine. If it happens again, just at me and I'll fix it. Yes, our YouTube is in Gatorade. Everybody weep. My Sims isn't updated. Must be Mercury retrograde. You see, you guys are getting the hang of it. Anytime something goes wrong, it's the sky. It's the planets. It's the moon. Why am I being victimized? Robin and I always joke about Robin's business. My sister wife's closet also supporting sex workers because a lot of their jewelry designs are variations of SW. Wait, that's incredible. I would love that so much. I wish that were true. Okay. So, Fax, hi. Thanks for coming. All right. Here we go. All right, we're at 2 minutes, 41 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
We weren't looking each other in the eye. We didn't have something that we were rallying around like Tony and McKelty. So I think this is a very different situation.
Which I think is fair.
Well, I'm pretty nervous. I haven't had a really positive experience with some of my children. I'm just going in,
Boo-hoo,
like this is
Cody.
about Tony McKelty and babies, you know?
Because it is.
I'm hoping that them seeing Cody and I and our smiles and
It's
like
black
our
again? What? Yeah, I'm wondering if they implemented some kind of stream protection. What the hell? Because it's just not working. Well, why? It broke when you put it to full screen. Oh, okay. Let me see if I take it off full screen. Is it working now?
Oh, it is.
What? Oh my god. I can't have Discord revolting. All right, well, I guess it's not going to be in full screen. Fucking close enough, I guess. That's rude as fuck, honestly. I know, Lapine. Like, what the hell? This might be my internet, but the audio is lagging behind. Oh, that's so annoying. Hold on, I'm going to mute it. And unmute it, and then see if that works better. Oh, I know. Okay, I never watch things in full screen, so it's fine with me. Perfect, Leah. I love that. I know. What the fuck? Perfect. We're doing it. It's gonna be fine. Yes, facts. We're doing it live. Okay.
Doing it live.
Anyways, let's just. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's all good. Let's keep going. We're at 3 minutes and 13 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
encouragement will help them to realize that I'm not the bad guy.
I wanted to speak up on behalf of my mom and all the efforts that she's made. And, like, no matter what anyone believes or feels,
Gem Tomb, it is in Firefox.
the truth is that she's been one of the biggest, if not the biggest cheerleader for the good healthy relationships and correspondence between dad and the kids and dad and the other wives.
Everyone, we're fine. Oh, sorry,
Really quick. Did that sound rehearsed to anybody else? Like, is that just me? Because it sounded a little rehearsed. I'm just saying. Okay, thank you, Christine. It feels scripted. We came here for a disaster and we are receiving it. Remedy, yeah, maybe just not in the way that we thought. I know. Is Robin behind the screen with cue cards? Literally, that's the energy. It's so off-putting. No teenager uses the words correspondence. Yes, Christine, thank you. No teenager says good, healthy relationships and good correspondence. Hello? Girl, give it up. We all know that your parents are off screen giving you a dirty look if you don't say the recorded pre-approved dialogue. Robin is giving pageant mom directions. Oh no. Yes, or a teleprompter, 100%. Okay. Let's keep going. 3 minutes 35 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
The good healthy relationships and correspondence between dad and the kids and dad and the other wives.
Everyone, we're fine. Oh, sorry, we should mute ourselves. We're doing bad at this.
One for each. One for each, because we're not cool enough to have one kid for 12 cannons. Oh.
I think it's great that Robin and Kody are on this call. They are a couple. I don't have a problem with seeing them as a couple, them participating in family stuff as a couple.
Yes.
It's just what it is.
What gender you guys think the twins are?
I think it's a girl and a boy.
One and one.
I think a safe guess.
One and one.
One girl.
Boy. I'm like 1 and 1. One girl, one boy.
Caleb said one girl, one boy too.
I was really happy that, even though there's like strife and struggle, they're still like, well, this is still a family. We can still try to be a family, which is ultimately always what I've wanted, is that even through the separation, that my family is still a family, just different.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think it
someone
says
told Robin
something
that.
that they're willing to get together for big life stuff. Tells you that there's still something there,
Sure.
which is nice to see.
Okay, 1,
Should we
Two.
count together?
yeah, together.
1,
2, 3.
3. Yeah.
Aw, they're both
I
boys. That's
saw
cute.
2 blue. 2 blue.
Really quick, I do just want to address this. I know, yes, Anna Gracie, that too, actually. The gender reveal thing, listen, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. People, I think for a lot of people, gender reveal parties honestly serve the purpose of just like creating an event where we can share community and like celebrate an important life moment for a lot of people, right? That's totally fine. However, I do just really want to encourage people to remember gender is a social construct, right? Gender is not a binary. Gender is rarely, if ever, perfectly static throughout our lifetime. And so even if you do want to have a gender reveal party and you like care about those things, that's morally neutral and you're allowed. But also please be open to the idea and like the probability, the possibility that those children may have fluctuations or like completely change their gender identity throughout their lifetimes, and that's like allowed. It's morally neutral. It's very normal. And just like, we shouldn't be hanging our hat on this idea that like my child will be a certain way because of the genitals that they have been assigned by this test, right? Because also sex is not a binary. Like we know that that's not true. There's no world where like, first of all, anybody's identity is defined by their genitals. But second of all, intersex people do very much exist, right? There are variations in people's biological sex that is assigned at birth. So like nowhere in the science, in the research, both socially and biologically, can we reliably label sex or gender as a binary. So just like, if you want to have a party, that's your business, right? But also like, again, just be open and supportive. Like that's your calling as a parent, to support your children regardless of what they grow up to be, maybe not regardless, but you get what I'm saying, whatever. The person who created gender reveal parties did it because they struggled to become pregnant, and I think they did another gender reveal when their kid came out as trans. Oh, see, okay, Katie, I think about this all the time. I've kind of wanted to have a gender reveal party for my own self as a grown-up. But like, I feel like it's sort of strange when you're non-binary because you're like, I don't know, like being a gender fluid person I want to have a gender reveal party, like for the memes, like as a joke, you know? But like, what am I just, it's all of them. Surprise. Like there isn't one. There's no answer, which is kind of funnier, I think, in a way. But yeah, Katie, yes, I've heard that they regret creating them. Especially because people are out here burning down forests and putting plastic in public parks and all kinds of nuisancery. Like, just stop that. Stop that. Like, just go for classic, you know? Just, like, put some icing in a fucking cake and call it a day. I'm just saying. Just make existential dread pop out of your gender reveal box. Okay, I love that. Yeah, Hope, just do all the colors. No gender party. Mom said it's my turn on the gender. Facts. Yes, I love that. I have a friend who says that their gender is most accurately represented by a frog, and I feel that so deeply. Yeah, a rainbow. I kind of like that, honestly. Maybe we'll do that. All right. The other thing I wanted to address about the family Zoom call thing is just that Kody and Robin are like really doing, well, actually it's just Kody, is doing all of this pomp and circumstance about how, like, you know, I'm really nervous to be on this call and I haven't had good experiences with my kids, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is such a farce and a fallacy. The truth is that Kody's children have been wounded, it seems, by him and by Kody's behavior, not the other way around, right? Kody's allowed to feel how he feels, but I think representing it as though his kids just hauled off one day and got mad at him is so disingenuous. But also, it is very much a realistic expectation that people can still gather cordially for big life events like this. But I think the problem that people like Janelle and Christine had with Kody and Robin was the lying, right? It's not that they are a couple or that they're in love or that they're soulmates even. It's just the being not truthful about the facts of the matter that really irked a lot of people and the way in which Kody went about this life change, right? Because the truth is that people's relationships will change and evolve over time, and that's fine, right? If Kody and Robin are truly soulmates and very much in love with each other, and that means that there's not room for anyone else in their relationship, that's their business. But they could have gone about it in a way that was so much more respectful, that was so much more kind. It gave people space to feel how they feel and like promoted an attitude of openness and transition and all of this stuff. And they did none of that, right? Kody especially did none of that, which sucks. So like, of course people are allowed to feel how they feel, you know? Gender fluid is getting blinker fluid at AutoZone by telling your gullible nibbling or some such child you've acquired to go ask for some facts. What? But also putting his marriages aside, he's a shit father and he treats his kids like garbage. Yes, Gemma Bell, good point. That's a second part of this, or I think probably like an equally, if not more important part of this, which is that he again and again disregards his children as people and views them rather as objects that serve the primary purpose of stroking his ego. And anytime someone steps out of the party line, Kody really does not like that. And like, that's a Kody problem. You know, he sucks. He's a shitty dad. You're right. You gotta initiate the week. Hi, Kalita. Thanks for coming. All right, let's keep going. 4 minutes, 58 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah, 2 boys.
Sarcastic.
2 boys.
Same.
Yeah. 2 boys.
I'm just as excited as I would be if they were a pair of girls.
I see a bad moon horizon.
So this whole video chat was very bittersweet, mostly sweet. But I started out being almost in a state of paranoia with anxiety over the contempt that has been thrown my direction.
2 boys?
He acts as though people being upset at him is completely unrelated to the way that he's behaved. Like, if you didn't know anything watching this show, you'd be like, wow, they're like so mean to Kody. Like, what did they do? And actually, it's just his kids being like, hey, it really hurt my feelings that you didn't attend my life-changing surgery. Hey, it really hurt my feelings that you tried to tell my mom to kick me out of our home in the middle of a global pandemic. Huh? Like, what are you talking about? Ooh, he's so annoying. Only 15 minutes behind today. Hi, Ninja. This is also my first season of Sister Wives, and this shit is bonkers. Yes, I am loving it. I'm living for it, especially because I'm having a fucking weird day today. We are leaning in to the shitty mood. Yes, Cody has no self-reflection. I think that's like really the long and short of it, is that Cody seems to really lack the ability to look inward and think about his own behavior and how that affects people around him. And also, I think even if he could, he doesn't care. He seems to really genuinely have a lack of concern about how his actions affect other people. I know, Christine, I saw your comment too. The way that he forces like the consonant sounds at the end of words really irks me. Like, just as a person, it irritates the shit out of me. That has nothing to do, this is not clinically relevant at all, but like I said, I'm in a bad mood, so irritates the fuck out of me. Anyways, 5 minutes 34 seconds are pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
So they're not identical, so we don't have to worry about mixing them up.
It would be absolutely amazing and a dream if my family could completely reconcile and all of us could go back to being one unified family.
Look at Tony being like,
I think that they all need each other. Ultimately, I think that all my siblings need each other. I think that Robin's kids need Janelle's kids, and my mom's kids and Mary's kids. We all need each other. I think that ultimately we all need our moms too. As hard as it is, we all need our moms.
She goes, my cousin
Listen. This kind of stuff pushes my buttons as a clinician, because that's true, right? People need one another. People need community. People need family, right? That's totally fair. That's not like that's a difficult thing to refute, right? But the problem, I want people to be aware of, just to have your antennas up when people say stuff like this to you, because the subtext here seems like it might be, I want my family to sort of go back to the way that it was, where we all sort of pretended to play happy family during these holidays and big events and whatever. And basically just like everybody kind of like keep it down about any of your grievances or frustrations or wounds or hurts that you have with one another, which is not helpful, right? That's not healthy. That's not what real family looks like, right? I think we as a culture should really unlearn this idea that we should be willing to swallow our feelings, our like very, rightful emotions and concerns about people's problematic behavior in order to just have family for the sake of, right? Because the truth is that you can have maybe like a family that you were born into or a biological family or what have you with certain people, if they're safe for you, if they're willing to respect you, if they're willing to really love you, which means giving you space to be imperfect and giving you space to have grievances with them. But we can also have chosen family with people that we're not biologically related to, people like friends and, roommates and whoever, that actually respect our boundaries, our wants, our needs, our identities, our very personhood, right? Because when people say stuff like this, again, what the subtext usually is that I just want everybody to sort of play along for the sake of us having one big happy family. But real love, real family doesn't ask people to, willfully involve themselves in situations that are dangerous to them, right? Really loving someone means trusting them when they say this is a non-negotiable for me. Real love means letting people make decisions for themselves about their own relationships and not personalizing it to be about you, right? It's painful to come from a big family and to have the family fracture. But ultimately, if we're trying to force people into contact with one another purely for the optics of that, that's not loving, right? You're not loving them. You're asking them to do something for you so that you can feel better about the optics of that. And that's not helpful or kind. That's not actually loving people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, rugged descent. It does kind of come across that way. I think, I'm hesitant to make comments about the kids' motivations, especially because I think it's fair to say that growing up in this family probably does a number on people's attachments and their relationships and things like that, knowing how Cody is. So I don't necessarily want to throw the book at her, because I think she's probably doing the best that she can with what is actually like a very trying circumstance. But again, I just want people to be aware that when people say stuff like this to you, it can sound like such an easy ask, right? Like we can present it in this way that's like, oh, well, I'm not asking for a lot, right? Like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, this is such a kind thing to say. And like, you know, maybe I feel guilty now for saying I don't want to do that. Or like, does that make me difficult if I don't want to do that? And like, no, it doesn't. Because what you're asking for when you say, I need space from this family member, or no, I'm not going to play big happy family, is emotional safety. You're asking for your boundaries to be respected and for your need for safety and stability to be respected, which is a bare minimum, in my opinion, in healthy relationships. I know, Jen, I noticed that too. We need our moms, not Cody, not dad. That's kind of a mouthful, isn't it? Hi, Carrie Lynn. Thanks for coming. Okay, let's keep going. 6 minutes, 12 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1. Rachel, welcome to the McNugs. Thanks for joining.
I mean, Cody really doesn't have much contact with many of these people in these boxes.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Tony McKelty loved me and Robin, and we know that. We have a good relationship with them. And that made it all okay.
I mean, I'm hoping that eventually we get to the point where we will
be so fucking serious. Cody just said, Cody just said, Tony and McKelty love me and Robin. And they we know that. And so that made our relationship okay.
That's how that works.
Like, what? Also, Kyle, thanks for joining the McNugs. Welcome to the channel memberships, my friend. The fact that he just admitted out loud, Cody just admitted out loud, that all that's required to be in relationship with him and Robin, basically, is like essentially undying loyalty. Just like show us that you love us, like fawn all over us, you know, shower us in affection. And that's fine, right? That's all we need. Ew, that's so fucking weird. Hi, Chris. I'm glad you caught a live too. Thanks for coming. Yes, Anna Gracie, very much that vibe. Love equals compliance. It's very much the boomer, like older Gen X take of love and respect equals obedience, not like actually caring about the other person as a person, which is what real love really is, you know? He is so gross. Jam Tomb, he is. Okay, let's keep going. 6 minutes, 44 seconds, pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
I'll be able to get together in person.
Bye.
Bye, all.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Ciao.
Good job.
I'm not interested in getting back together again for something yet. All I'm going to be is cordial. I would love to say I'm going to be more, but I'm not. And I'm not interested in that either.
Good for you, girl.
Bye,
you don't have to be.
Love you.
Her
Bye,
hair is
guys. Love
blonde
you.
or
Someday our family civil war may end,
It's not a
and
civil
then
war.
that contempt, you know, we can deal with it. And Robin and I are going to be like this. You're not going to separate us.
No one's asking you.
They want their dad, but they don't want Robin.
That's literally not true.
That's not going to work.
That's
Robin
made
and
up.
I are going to be like this, and we're going to work this out. And that's just the relationship we're going to be in.
Yeah, what he just did there is like such a common manipulation tactic where he's created an argument that doesn't exist that he can argue for instead of actually addressing the core issue, which is that Cody has again and again shit the bed at being a present and caring father, right? Nobody is saying in order for us to reconcile, you have to dump Robin. Never once has anyone said that. In fact, people have literally just very recently said the opposite, right? They don't have a problem with Cody being with Robin. They have a problem with Cody being an absent father. They have a problem with Cody not being truthful about the circumstances surrounding his relationship with Robin, about his feelings related to his other wives. They have problems with him being unpresent or not present and not caring, with being fucking rude and also being a little weasel and trying to skirt accountability. There's a thousand things that people have problems with Cody about, and he didn't address any of them because he just created this fake argument to say, well, you guys want me to break up with Robin and that's not gonna happen. And like, no, that's not fucking true. Just be aware of that. When people do that to you, they're trying to suck you into an argument that's a waste of fucking time, right? Because nobody's arguing for that. They're trying to put you in a position to argue for something that you don't actually believe so that we don't have to address what the core issue really is. This man is infuriating. I think so too. Cody is like bad disservices. Yeah, Trina, I think so too. Okay, 7 minutes, 34 seconds, pressing play in 3, 2, 1. Takes
Yeah,
$5.
I don't know where Mary was. I don't know.
I thought Mary and McKelty were good.
Our older kids choose who they want to have relationships with.
Yes.
She's not comfortable with everybody in the family.
That's fine.
She won't be on any other things for McKelty and her children.
I think that's fair.
I have been traveling all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm here in Parowan.
Sarah,
We're
yes.
working on remodeling this carriage house. It's going to be my shop, my boutique space for my clothing business. Even though I do this business mostly online, there's going to be the potential eventually to bring people in and do shopping actually here in my space.
Hold on, question. Do we think it's possible that she would never harass guests at the B&B to go shop for her LuLaRoe stuff, right? Surely. That's not a thing. Hi, Kat. Thanks for coming. I found an article that said continuous deprivation of human contact is processed in the same area of the brain as sense physical starvation. Honestly, I would believe that, Cobblejen. I know. Yeah, to be clear, Mary's clothing business is actually just LuLaRoe, which is an MLM. If you haven't watched the documentary, docuseries called LuLaRich on Amazon Prime, it's very good. Highly recommend. They do a deep dive about why LuLaRoe and MLMs generally are incredibly predatory. So, I have a whole video about it, actually. I have a video about it, too. Duh, you can watch that on my channel if you want. Okay, let's keep going. 8 minutes, 28 seconds. Pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
I just wanted to stop here and check on some things.
Yeah, Caroline,
and
I can see
then
that.
obviously check on the current status of the carriage house. Here we go. What is happening?
Looks like construction.
I guess they have to punch some holes in the walls. Things are happening. Slowly but surely.
I mean, that's what
So a few
construction
months
looks
ago,
like.
Cody and I had our anniversary. It was our 32nd anniversary. We were out on a drive, and he basically at that point told me that our relationship was not gonna ever heal. He actually said to me, I have no desire, Mary, to have a relationship with you.
It's so fucked up.
This puts it on me now.
Poor Mary.
When Cody and I got married, we made a promise to each other. God was involved. It was a very spiritual thing. Our plans were to be married for eternity. How much is this eternal covenant worth to me? But then I also think, but really, has he already broken the covenant? So what
Yes,
covenant
Mary.
is there?
Yeah, so
Change
please
is
leave.
good.
Girl, leave.
Changing up, leveling up, doing some amazing things in my life and
Ooh,
businesses.
Sarah, Oreo cheesecake sounds
I'm
so
still just
good.
trying to figure out what to do. What now?
Fair.
This is just kind of a start to it. Just kind of able to see like this physical change is happening. It's kind of cool. I'm excited to be eternally bound to somebody who doesn't want me. It's a lot to consider.
Oh, Mary. Just leave, girl.
I'm not interested in casual hookups. I don't want to do that.
I guess I'm just not in much of a hurry. I like the idea of being in a romantic, loving relationship a lot.
I'm not going to be hanging out where lots of single men are or whatever, you know. Definitely sure as hell not doing that online dating thing. I don't get that whole swiping thing. I don't get that.
Honestly, that's fair. Tinder sucks.
Isabel has to go back home to North Carolina. I am not happy. This is not a good situation. No, it has been nice having her. It's been really, really nice having Isabel for the summer.
I know, Leah. I thought the same thing. Not in a hurry. Gets married 6 months
Do you like
later.
lobster? I have begun to like lobster.
Oh, really? Awesome.
So we're having complete surf and turf. Steak, lobster, and crab legs. Like, we're just going all out for Isabel.
It says I just stick it under the shell.
Oh, I do want to hug you. Hi. Oh, you want that?
Avalon's adorable. She's adorable. She's actually getting busier.
Robbie, no, actually. Hold on. Robbie asked, have you even done a video about plural marriages and forcing people into polyamory and like comparing it to compet, forcing people into monogamy? Something I've been thinking about. I don't think we've ever made a video specifically about polyamory even outside of the pod. Which, if you didn't know, by the way, Aaron and I have a podcast. The episodes go up every Thursday. Our most recent episode went up yesterday, and it was very vulnerable and sweet. But no, I don't think we've talked about that, and I feel like that it might actually be a nice video topic. Hey, baby, do you mind writing that down for me?
Yep.
You can just text me a video about plural marriage. Thank you, my love.
I am secretary. This Ken's job is secretary.
Yes, this Ken's job is notes. Everyone being in the kitchen together says so much about their relationship and comfort level. Interesting, Anna Gracie. I've heard that a lot, actually, about like big kitchens and like everybody gathering in there and stuff, as like a comfort thing. Amy, yeah. I think we have a channel in the Discord about, I think it's called Platoniamory. For people to just share about polyamory generally, because apparently there's dozens of us in this community. Okay, 11 minutes 39 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
A nice thing about Isabel coming this summer is our life is completely different than when she left us, and now she gets to see us settled. It's home, and we're home, and she likes that. She likes how it feels when we're home.
Isabel, how was your summer then? It was good. It's been a good summer. Good enough to come here? Yeah, Sunday. Nice. Nice answer. That's really good.
I'm pressuring her to
Isabel, do you
move.
see yourself settling here? Probably, yeah. Oh, most definitely, actually.
Oh, okay.
There's families here, and more family than in North Carolina.
I would love it if Isabel moved back here. Are you kidding me?
Sure.
She needs to do what she's going to do. She needs to figure this out. It is her life.
So authentic stuff.
Yeah.
We started dating
What?
now.
Tony's always asking me about my dating life. Always. And so, of course,
Why?
naturally, Isabel's farewell dinner turns into about my dating life. It's ridiculous.
I love pierogies.
I never dated anybody. Cody was the first boy I kissed, and it was after we were married. Yep, it's true.
Wow. That's wild.
I think dating sounds like fun. It's been frustrating, but it's not like I go out that much too, you know? And how do I be public like that? Aspen, I
Wait,
see, like,
oh,
fries in
okay.
the air fryer.
Wait just a
What
minute.
if you have a profile, but you just don't use Christine, you just go by like a nickname? No, I'm saying you could go by Tina on a profile, and you could vibe it out. And then if you ever like someone
Tina
enough,
Blue.
you can be like, oh, by the way, that's me over there. My name is Christine.
I would just be concerned about the type of people you're finding.
Well, yeah, you could do like an adult version.
Joseph.
Farmers only.
We're pausing. Not farmers only. Oh my God, Joseph! Thank you for gifting 5 more memberships. Jess, Trina, Natty, Shooby Doo-Wop, and someone else. Where'd it go? Oh, and K-Berg. You guys are McNugs now. I'm a greenie now. Yeah, welcome to the McNugs and the channel memberships, you guys. Robin is the only wife to have kissed Cody before marriage? Shut up. Seriously? Is that true? Can we have some of our sister wives, historians, weigh in on this, please? Is that true? Before they were married, cameras caught Cody and Robin kissing during their engagement while Christine was in labor? Hello? That's offensive. That's offensive. I'm offended on Christine's behalf. That's absolutely shady behavior. See, this is the kind of stuff that I'm like, it's not Robin's fault because Cody is the one who, you know, is the self-described authority figure, but he's the one who changed all the rules for Robin and then is walking around being like, I don't understand why everybody's so upset. Like, hello? Of course they're upset at you because you enforced all of these really weird and pedantic rules with all of your wives, but then when it was Robin, we're just throwing those out the window. Of course they're upset at you, and of course there's an amount of resentment that they have for her. Like, as a human, how could you not? It is rude, Caroline. Yeah, that's so. Sarah, same. To be clear, there's nothing wrong with kissing before marriage. We do not abide by purity culture on this channel because it sucks, because it's not helpful, because there's no need for it. I'm more annoyed about Cody being a hypocrite, and then turning it on his wives to be like, they're just jealous. Like, no, they're resentful because you're a hypocrite because you lied. Yeah, Marzana, I'm not surprised by that at all. You guys, now I want pierogies. I haven't had pierogies since I was in high school. I used to eat potato cheese pierogies all the time because I was a vegetarian. And believe it or not, in the year 2010, there was not a lot of vegetarian food on the market for, not rich people. Save pierogies from the scandal. What scandal? Hyperfluous, what's going on? Yes, Kyle, rules for thee, but not for me. That's literally Cody's life motto. We'll think of the pierogies. I want pierogies. Whatever you could summarize, purity culture generally doesn't follow evidence-based principles for safe sexual habits anyways. Oh, absolutely, Cobblejen. There's no evidence-based practice to support purity culture as a practice whatsoever. Okay, let's keep going. 13 minutes, 32 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh. Is this really a conversation we're having? I'm not interested in casual hookups. I don't want to do that.
Sure.
I guess I'm just not in much of a hurry. I like the idea of being in a romantic, loving relationship and all that. I also really like how my life is working.
But you're not in a hurry. We're just saying,
I'm not in a
go
hurry.
fish around.
Julie and I love our
See
life.
what's what.
I like
Get back
to
in the
dip your
game.
toes in the pond.
Begin your skills again.
This is Isabel's farewell dinner. Why are we talking about me dating?
Honestly, fair.
Why am I continuing this conversation? They're ridiculous.
I would be annoyed too.
Get acquainted with your
It takes practice. It takes practice.
Oh, they did not just say that to their own mother.
I know you're right, and I haven't done it. I haven't put my foot on it. I haven't.
That's why we were worried.
I know. All right, thank you.
It is frightening. I'm entering the dating world at 50. Everyone comes with a past. Everyone comes with a history, and mine's really complicated.
Why is Tony so concerned with it, though, is my question. Remy, thank you for
I just wanna
gifting
move on
5
with-
channel memberships. You're the realist. I appreciate you. Rosie, Reese, Kayla, Gooseberry, and Bets. You guys are McNugs now. Welcome to the channel memberships, y'all. Thank you, Remy. I appreciate you. Girl, go. We're not talking about this right now. I'm done talking. Yes, facts. This is the boundary modeling that we all need. It's just to say, I don't want to talk about it anyways. I talk to my clients about this all the time, that like sometimes if we can't seem to find the right words, try something simpler, right? You don't need to explain. You don't need to justify. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You can just say, I don't want to talk about it, moving on, right? Just find something else to talk about. Just start word vomiting, right? The weirder, the better, honestly, because then it's even more clear how uncomfortable you are, and even more likely to move the conversation further along. Yeah, I'm just like confused why Tony cares so much about Christine's dating life. It feels like a thing that's not particularly relevant, especially for him to be so pokey about it. Okay, let's keep going. We're at 14 minutes, 40 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
My life, and forget about the past and just everything and all the hurts and all the pain and all the frustration. It's like, look,
Oh, that's true.
we're just all
Production,
different
I
people
told
now.
Tony to ask.
I'll just continue being with Janelle. I love it. I'm just saying.
Christine.
Cody and Robin are kind of really wrapped up in raising their kids. Mary's spending a lot more time at the B&B. My kids are all great, and so I have an opportunity to go do this road trip with Christine, so I'm gonna go.
Love. This is also so queer coded.
We've been invited to go up to Christine's brother's house and drive some ATVs, which I've never done before. And it'll be just a really great chance to hang out with Christine and get to know her family a little more.
I wanted to ask you about a comment that Robin made. Robin was talked about how if I was still, usually in the church, you have to get, the approval and stuff of, and
which is true.
But we all know if I'm not part of that
church,
right?
Right. So,
am I the only one that's not in the church in the adults?
If we were still part of our church, we would have had to go through some like counseling and things like that. Like the head of the church has to agree to let you get like spiritually divorced. There's no ecclesiastical authority that I believe in that would sever my relationship with Cody and sever my marriage with Cody.
Aren't all the adults not in the church?
I mean, I haven't been to church with anybody in a long, long time. And all I can think is that she was just, like, it was like deer in the headlight, maybe? And, like, she was, like, reacting from, I don't know.
Well, she was thinking it invalidated her marriage if I could just leave when I wanted to.
In our faith, our spiritual marriages mean more almost than the legal marriages. Well, they do mean more. And they are not something you can just easily decide to not do. No, there has to be something that puts teeth in these agreements that we make.
So does it invalidate you?
No.
That I just left?
No. I don't know. Like, I've had to really think about this because I'm like, you know, obviously my marriage is not good. I don't think I really even am married anymore. Cody and I really haven't had the official conversation, but I haven't seen him in, like, he hasn't been in my house in like 10 months or something.
Wow. That doesn't sound like you're married.
No.
This is one of those delicate balances where I've never wanted to sway her to leave Cody, even though it was the best decision that I made.
Yeah.
I've spent most of my life.
Hold on, sorry, we're paused. Why does no one fucking bring up that Cody does not honor their faith? Solid question. I have no idea, but it drives me bananas because there's all this song and dance about how, you know, are the wives honoring, you know, their spiritual marriages and all of this stuff, right? And like all of this to do about like, is Christine allowed to do this? You know, when is it all over? Like Mary has to decide, Janelle has to decide. But like, why are we not talking about the fact that if these spiritual marriages in their, you know, I suppose former church are more significant than the legal ones, why then is Cody just allowed to throw his hands up and be like, Mary, I don't care about you. We're basically not married anymore. How is that not causing people to like raise a ruckus? You know what I'm saying? I think this is just a nice opportunity to really highlight the fact that oftentimes in these high control religious groups, when there exists these really stringent boundaries about when women are allowed to leave, it's because it's a control tactic, right? This is a means of keeping women stuck in a religion that far and away disadvantages them, oppresses them, treats them poorly, and also separates them from their own intrinsic autonomy, but also from their ability to advocate for themselves in the outside world, you know? There's just no part of this very controlling doctrine that isn't problematic, especially towards women, but just generally. Yes, Maggie, exactly, because he's the man, which is rancid, and that sucks. I'm honestly a bit impressed that Cody has everybody ignoring and excusing his poor behavior. I think Gooseberry, Maggie is right though, because really the cultural norm is that Cody's allowed to do basically whatever the fuck he wants, right? And no one can really hold him to task because that's not how the power structure works. But for the women, we're going to do all the song and dance and up and down and inside out to try to figure out whether what they're doing is okay or allowed, which is stupid. Okay. 17 minutes and 25 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Trying to constantly fit square pegs into round holes.
Feel that movement? We did measure the length of this, right?
No, we didn't. I forced things to fit rather than going, is this a fit?
Well, that's the truest sentence I've ever heard Cody say. No music. Thank you, copyright gods. I'll pass on that. Cody's gotten away with any and everything until very recently.
Because I don't really feel like a polygamist anymore. It's been 10 months since I've been to Janelle's house. I don't even know what's going on hardly half the time with Mary's life. Now I've got all this time that Robin and I, we've got sort of this special life together. I mean, it's been a challenge in one way, but you know what? I do have some time to spend with my friends. So Brian's been in town for business. And him and I have got some business we're gonna wrap up today.
So we can figure out which hitch we think is gonna be best here.
Yeah,
let's measure it.
I was the one that married Brian to his wife, Judith, I performed their wedding ceremony, and that was actually a special experience. And I'm thinking this one because the weight is going to pull you down.
Really quick, can we just talk about how everything that Cody does is fucking abrasive? Again, this is just me as a human who's in a bad mood. This is not clinically relevant at all whatsoever. But can we just talk about how fucking abrasive this man is? It really fucking grinds my gears. Like, watch this. Watch how he just throws all this stuff down on the truck bed. Hold on. I'll take the overlay off for like 2 seconds. Watch this.
I was the one that married Brian to his wife, Judith. I performed their wedding ceremony,
Watch.
and that was actually a special experience.
Sure.
And I'm thinking this one because the weight is going to pull you down.
Oh, wait, hold
to
on. No, we have to rewind more. No, not that. There we go.
My life has changed a lot, and it's been interesting because I don't really feel like a polygamist.
Yes.
All this
we know.
time to spend with my friends. So,
Okay, look, watch this. Watch how he throws this stuff.
Measure it.
I was the one that married
Cody, hello?
him, and I've got some business we're going to wrap up today.
Why is he throwing that stuff in the tailgate?
So we can figure out which hitch we think is going to be best here.
Yeah, let's measure it.
I was the one that married.
Dude. Like, it's so annoying. He's just so abrasive. He performed the wedding during COVID too. Oh no. Of course he did. Of course he performed a wedding during COVID when he was doing this whole song and dance about how he can't leave his house and he's scared to death and all that stuff, which also, again, I just want to highlight the fact that the reason that Cody was afraid of COVID is because he's an anti-vaxxer who refused to get vaccinated. Not that there's anything wrong with being cautious and having guidelines about COVID, especially now when people are like not taking it seriously. But this hypocritical take is just like so unsurprising that he would basically alienate his own children by saying, me, COVID, but then I'm going to perform a wedding. I'm going to go to a group event in the middle of a global pandemic. Okay. I know, what a surprise, Cobblejen. He handles equipment with the same grace that he handles his relationships, which is to say, none. Yeah, and I'm not trying to take away that it's like a special thing to perform a wedding ceremony for someone, right? Like, that is nice, but like, I don't know. I just feel like Cody's really centering himself. Yes, everyone's marriages are about me, of course. Jade, I think that's actually what he thinks. Okay, let's keep going. Pressing play. 18 minutes, 28 seconds. Pressing play. In 3, 2, 1.
Brian to his wife, Judith. I performed their wedding ceremony, and that was actually a special experience. And I'm thinking this one because the weight is going to pull you down to the level. Brian's got a little car lot in Oklahoma, so I sold him these 3 vehicles. He bought the pickup, and he bought my sports car, and he bought this little car that I'd been just farming around the kids, you know. I got a trailer. We're going to haul that car in it, and then this pickup truck is going to pull them both.
We should have put some lubrication on that jack. Cody does not need a project, and he does not need to rebuild a car. You know, I said, you got kids, you got wives, you got houses you're building, you're doing stuff. You don't need to rebuild this car.
Best case scenario, Brian and I change the hitch, we get the trailer back on, we get the car in the trailer, loaded, locked down, and the truck will pull it. Worst case scenario, Brian drives the truck and comes back another time for the sports car.
Let's not forget we got to change that ball.
The ball, yes.
When we get, I'm a little nervous.
Christine. Hi, Peanut.
Now that Brian and I have the trailer fixed and it's hooked up to the truck, we're going to drive it from Coyote Pass over to Robin's house, where we will load the car up into the trailer. It'll be so sad to see my car go. When you're going through a hard experience, the presence of other men who respect and love you help endure that experience. It also takes the focus off of everything going on with the family, those struggles, when him and I are focused on accomplishing something.
I just want to point out. Yeah, Christine, a little bit. But also, I want to point out what a complete and utter drug male validation is for people in these communities. I really think that's what it is. I really think that they are so fixated and obsessed with male validation and control and power that being in the presence of other men makes Cody feel like a big person, because to him, in their culture, male validation and approval is like the highest accolade that one can accrue. And so of course getting validation from these other men who he thinks are great is of great importance to him. Also, hold on, my butt is hurting. Yes, men are the only important opinions, and especially the men that love him. Gemma Bell nailed it right on the head, 100%. I think that's what he thinks. Yes, Cobblejen. It's like a common issue in the incel community of like, I don't care about women and I would never be able to love a woman, blah, blah, blah. Then like, don't, right? Don't. Don't involve yourself in a relationship. Save those people the pain and suffering then. Just don't. Like, it's not a complicated issue. Okay, let's keep going. 20 minutes, 14 seconds, pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
It's a help to move me away from what is hard about my life in other ways.
This car has been part of my life for so long. I feel like we might both end up crying over this car.
For different reasons.
For different reasons.
The car's 2002. It's 20 years old. Now it's a classic.
The white sports car was definitely Cody's baby.
I remember driving with Gwendolyn through Yellowstone Park in it. You know, Janelle and I go camping in it.
You know, I can remember that Cody was so excited because he got the sports car and it had a back seat. Wasn't much of a back seat.
Isabel was the last person out of the kids to drive the white sports car. Her driving in the sports car was like my favorite.
Rob and I fell in love in this car.
Okay.
I got my answer about Cody and the white sports car, too. I felt God talking to me. There's a lot of fun stuff that happened in that white sports car.
This is the car I was driving when I first went public.
I really feel like
with the polygamy thing.
Love the car
Utah.
more than his kids.
Yeah.
I like marriage, and I'm a repeat offender.
I admitted to the world, basically, that I was a polygamist when I was driving that car. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
All right, we're going low.
Okay, go to the right a little. Okay,
Are we clear now?
Okay, how much room do you have?
I got an inch.
I got an inch.
I got 2.
Okay, right there. Whoa.
Oh, God.
We're gonna get in. All you need is a 1/4 inch.
Keep coming.
As long as it doesn't touch the car, we're fine.
Oh, yeah, you're good. You're good on my side. You got a little extra room if you need it.
I don't know how much room I'm getting here as I go in. Oh, wait. Woohoo! Because all of a sudden we're wondering, do we have enough room? Feel that movement?
We did measure the length of this, right?
No, we didn't. We measured it side to side, but we didn't measure it from front to back. We don't know.
Kyle.
Keep coming. Keep coming. 6 inches. Keep coming.
Whoa, you sure?
Keep coming.
You sure I'm not against it?
You're not.
I'm still just being optimistic that we're even gonna fit.
This is so stressful. And for what?
Stop.
We could have just measured it. Oh, my
Check
God.
and see if we're good.
We're touching.
And I don't know what's
I
happening.
know. Why not just put the car in
It's
neutral?
gonna get
and push
dark
it a
for a
little?
second.
Here's praying.
Oh my gosh. This is gonna be like 2 inches that is not going to go our way.
What if I pressure onto the other side? What do you think?
I feel like you could go through the front of the trailer.
This
Oh
is
boy.
just.
We're all the way to the front, and I just don't see how it's going to be safe to just strap the door tight. I mean, we need 3 more inches.
I knew we should have measured that.
Yeah.
The second I said it, I knew we were screwed.
I wasn't even thinking. I thought this has got to be a 12-foot car, not a 14-foot car. We got. There's nothing to be done here.
Straight.
Gosh.
I'm also just so.
I spent most of my life
bored.
as this polygamist trying to constantly fit
Not another metaphor.
square pegs into round holes.
There's just no way to squeeze 2 more inches.
I feel kind. It's like the adventures of Cody and Brian, man.
Yeah.
It's like this is nuts. I force things to fit rather than going, is this a fit? I thought she had jacked up the bumper, and I thought, well, let's just take the bumper off, but that's not going to do it.
Okay,
Shoot.
next trip.
Next trip, man. I've had to learn through my experiences in plural marriage that the square peg is not a good idea to pound into the round hole.
Because he is a teenage
Oh,
boy.
there's no
Seattle
doubt that I
area
probably
skeptic.
flirted with Janelle a little bit.
You know, he would always kind of joke, well, why don't you come be in our family?
I just remember talking to her a lot. Was that flirting?
Oh boy, are we getting into the history now of the family? Is that what's happening?
I don't consider myself married. I consider myself definitely separate, divorced, separated. I don't know.
I feel like over the past 10 months, Janelle has really made it difficult for me to feel like I'm married to her anymore.
See, it's always
It's just,
everyone else's
she's just
fault.
constantly going, I don't think we can reconcile.
Yes.
And I don't disagree with her, but I sometimes feel like, are we just giving up too easy? I really just don't know
So
how I
annoying.
would define my marriage to Janelle.
I had such a strong
So
spiritual.
he hasn't even been at your house in 10 months.
I mean, he's come over to he came and saw the new place. Since school started, I haven't heard from him. Savannah hasn't heard from him in I don't know, a month.
I haven't been in Janelle's house in 10 months, but it doesn't mean that I haven't been around.
Okay.
I have a very busy life. I love going to bed at night and reading my book and turning out the light when I want to turn it out. And dogs are on the bed with me because he never could stand that. I get to do my thing, you know?
I like being single. I love being single. I love it.
First of all, I'm not interested in dating at all. I'm not even interested. I'm not looking. I don't even look at guys or
I
men.
know,
it's just, well, it's too much work. I don't want to do that. I'm not looking. I'm not going to be hanging out where lots of single men are or whatever, you know. Definitely sure as hell not doing that online dating thing. I don't get that whole swiping thing. I don't get that. And so I'm like, you know, if I were at a place where I really wanted to find somebody again, I'd probably have to give it more thought.
Sure.
For me, I don't want to break my covenant without knowing God's completely cool with it. I don't know. Don't know how that happens, but
God being completely cool
I'm
with
waiting
it.
till I know.
So I don't know.
That's absolutely frustrating. I'm
but
sorry.
For me, I had such a spiritual witness to marry Cody. I knew I should marry him. I knew it. I knew it without a doubt.
I was friends with Mary's family before she even met Cody. She wanted me to come meet her new boyfriend. So I was there and he walked in the room and it was like, I remembered. It was like when you see somebody that you haven't seen for a long time, there was all that emotion of oh, there you are, you know, that feeling. And I had that feeling the minute I saw him walk in the room.
Oh, this is so sad. God's cool as fuck, don't worry. I also want a t-shirt that says that.
You know, he would always kind of joke, well, why don't you come be in our family?
Oh, there's no doubt that I probably flirted with Janelle a little bit. I just remember talking to her a lot.
Wait,
was
while
that
she was
flirting?
still married to Mary's
if we're
brother?
both smiling at each other, it must have been.
As I started to do a lot of my own study and I was embracing the faith, I asked him, I said, look, I think I'm supposed to be in your family. And he said, okay, let's pray about it.
Oh, no.
There was no doubt in my mind that's who I was supposed to be married to.
Oh, yeah. I definitely knew I should marry Cody. It was a strong spiritual witness. And yeah, it was
Well, hi,
no
Christine.
regrets. And then when it was time to leave, it was also time to leave. And I just knew without a doubt also that it was time to go.
Yeah, because Janelle was married to Mary's brother first, right?
I know that I didn't make a mistake in marrying him.
But also, hold on. Question. So I'm not trying to put shade on Janelle because I do really like Janelle. Yeah, like Robin's ex. Okay, thank you, Amy. I'm not trying to put shade on Janelle because I do really like her, but why are we doing this whole song and dance about her ending her marriage with Cody when it's pretty clear from the outside that they're not really in a relationship anymore? But does anybody know whether she seemed to have all of this indecision and turmoil when she was leaving Mary's brother? Did that happen pretty easily? Or how did all that play out? Because that seems like kind of an odd thing, right? Moon and Haterade. Lipping, that design is so good. I'm confused about that because views. I love that perspective of it was right to get married and it was right to leave. Yes, Floof, I agree. I feel like Christine being upfront and honest about like, yes, I felt really strongly that I was making the right decision to marry Cody, but then also I felt really strongly about my time to leave is such a nice way to talk about the influence of faith in your life, that it doesn't have to be this like a dogmatic thing so much as it is like a guidance thing. Take a sip of water each time there's unnecessary score. Yeah, that's true. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Somebody put in the Discord chat. Do you think it's possible that they're converting to FLDS version is how she dealt with this turmoil? Oh, Coda. Okay, yeah, I could see that. Oh yeah, don't forget to like the stream, you guys. If you like it here, then you can help the channel out by liking the stream. Thank you. Yeah, I'm curious about that. I'm hopeful that we'll get like a book or a tell-all or something where somebody tells the truth, like the whole truth with all the details, because I'm very curious about the circumstances there. I'm curious as a clinician what you make of people saying they have talked to God and hear God speak to them. Well, I think, Elizabeth, it's a tricky line to walk, I guess, in the sense that like obviously we want to be screening for psychosis and things like that, but I think what people mean more so when they say that is feeling the influence of a deity or a spirituality or the universe or something, right? Hi Lib, thanks for coming. And so we start to get into tricky territory when people have actual auditory hallucinations, and particularly when people have auditory hallucinations that are directive, right? Telling them to do certain things or particular things, or especially saying things that are distressing, that are anxiety inducing, or being very commanding to do things that are dangerous for you or someone else. That's where we start to have problems, right? Anything that seems like it might be related to paranoia, anything that is like sort of an antenna raise for some of the early diagnostic criteria for disorders that feature psychosis. Schizophrenia is like the very common one, right? But there's like lots of different forms of psychosis, and you can have psychosis as an add-on feature to most diagnoses. So it's a thing that you just basically cross-reference with diagnostic criteria for. Gothic Wonderlust, welcome to the McNugs. Thanks for joining the channel membership, my friend. Glad to have you. Thanks for coming to the stream. You're one of us now. Or are we talking about our experiences? No, when is it hallucinations versus a flashback? It's a tricky question. In fact, I don't know if you're being serious or not, but hallucinations are more so vivid in nature and usually not necessarily focused on like the past. This answers a long time question of how religion is seen through psychology. Yeah, I think the other thing to keep in mind, Maggie, is that when people have a healthy and secure attachment to a deity, meaning they perceive the deity to be sort of like unconditional positive regard is like the therapy word, right? A deity that genuinely loves, genuinely cares about them, then they're much more likely to have positive influence in their life as a result of their religion. So it's very much a thing that can have a positive impact on your life, on your mental health. It's just a thing that we want to be keeping an eye on because the dogmatic aspect of it can get us into trouble really quickly. Okay, let's keep going. 2808, pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
I would do it all over again. I didn't think these kinds of things had an expiration date, but it appears that our relationship might have had an expiration date.
It's like sweet and also sad. Also, Gemma Bell, hold on. I think people in these religions replace their own intuition with God's witness or whatever. So God is just validating. This is actually a really interesting question because the topic of intuition is like pretty hotly debated in the psychological community, right? Because there is a sense that folks have, right? Like intuition is often described as like that sensation, you know, when someone's standing behind you and you can't see them, you can't hear them, you can't smell them, none of your other senses can really pick it up, but you can feel it, right? That's like what people commonly refer to as intuition. And And this is a thing, right? People experience this about their relationships, or like when you just know that somebody is being shady and you can't put your finger on it. You don't necessarily know why you feel strongly that they're lying to you, but you know that they are. That's your intuition. And I think this is an interesting thought, Gemma Bell, because I think you're probably right that people, when you're heavily religious, view their own intuition through the lens of a deity, right? And that's not necessarily wrong, right? That's not psychosis or pathological. It's just sort of a human thing. Okay, let's keep going. 2819, pressing play in 3, 2, 1. Cloudy Kate, yes. Very common.
So you still have a testimony that you are going to live plural marriage and it's where you want to be.
I am open to it. Okay. Whether I live it again or not, I don't know. Okay. But I'm open to it, but I see no venue for it. I mean, where am I going to go? I can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Bye, Onyx.
So I don't know. Would you welcome a marriage again right now or just be done?
No.
You don't, okay. Because last time we talked, like when we were at that rental house in Flag.
No, I'm not at all interested in reconciling with him at all.
Okay.
So like Janelle is full on talking about leaving Cody at this point. This is full on leaving.
We used to have this magical 4 days of feasting for Thanksgiving.
Yes, I know. And when Robin came, a lot of those traditions changed.
They changed. Well, we stopped doing our Friday night dinners. Every single Saturday we were doing things and Robin came in the family and it stopped. It all stopped.
She was a separate entity from us, and Cody ended up being over there quite a bit.
Robin always supported our family traditions because that was part of the negotiation that we made when we got married. In fact, she actually enhanced our traditions.
For me,
yeah,
I think that they just found each other. I think you found a soulmate. I think, and I probably feel differently, which is completely fine. It doesn't work with plural marriage at all. But it just seemed to me that that's what it felt like, was that he found his soulmate and that's who he wanted to be with. And she didn't really want to do stuff together. I don't know.
I think Cody's very happy to be Robin's husband. One of the things a plural husband is supposed to do is he needs to grow beyond himself. I think for a long time, he really tried. He really tried hard.
Literally, Fly to the Rain. If Robin supported them, why
Somewhere
did they change?
along the line, he found somebody who was thought like him, like was more like him, like his kind of his, it was easy to be with her. He should have continued to grow beyond that to be able to meet the needs of all the other women.
All right, that's a fair take.
I really think for some reason their relationship seems to be really great for him. Like that's kind of, he seems to be really wanting to focus there more. And that's great. That's fine with me. It is, because I know I don't want him to come back.
But so I'm not making any decisions now. I still have family. Like,
yes.
I don't have a husband, I guess.
I have an amazing relationship with Janelle. It's fantastic. And if we didn't figure things out and become friends and band together like we have, leaving would look a lot different. Janelle made an obvious, definite choice to support me. I remember her crying when we were all talking, and she's like, what am I gonna do about my kids and stuff? When I first told everybody I was gonna leave, and she was heartbroken. But she still was supportive, and she still was amazing, and decided to still want to do things with me and raise our kids together and be a unit together.
Honestly, at the core, the people that I would be devastated the most to lose are you and your kids. Yeah, I don't miss Cody. I don't really miss Robin. I haven't talked to Mary in almost a year. Like, I haven't talked to her since before Thanksgiving last year.
I mean, Janelle and I, the reason she can be my sister wife is because we're the only part of our plural family that survived. Cody and Robin are living monogamy. That they just are. And Mary's not part of the equation with their family.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for that. You're so sweet.
I still have this core family unit in my mind. This is what this is. Christine's kids, my kids, the way they're so connected. I still feel like there's a core family unit here.
Like we really, truly are sister wives.
Yes. Which is a little... Yeah, no, I'm not going to say it. It's fine.
I have this little nagging fear in the back of my head that I'm going into a weekend full of having to defend my choices.
If I could do anything, I would be out there like knocking on the door saying, get yourself financially independent, because then you have choices.
Do you know what she's talking about here? And what she's hinting at here?
Okay.
So we're here visiting Levi and Steve. Steve is my little brother from my mom. But when my mom left my dad, he actually moved in with my dad and my other mom. And then Levi is my little brother from my other mom. So basically, Steve from my mom and Levi from my other mom really grew up as full siblings, honestly.
All right, so let me pull these out real quick, and I'll kind of show you
Okay.
guys how they work out in the light.
Oh yeah, baby. Are you excited to
Here's
know?
what's happening.
I am, but I'm also like, I don't know, like butterflies a little bit.
One of the biggest reasons I wanted Janelle to come up here to Idaho was because I wanted her to drive her own ATV.
Banjo. Like, chill, Discovery, chill.
She is doing super great, and now she's just going. It's good to see this side of her. I'm just so proud of her for taking control and taking charge, but having fun and going for it. So I just wish that for her, taking charge of her life and having some fun and just going for it.
You know, I've never driven an ATV all by myself,
Oh,
and
yeah,
this was so much fun. It was a
lots
really
of
good reason to come up here and just hang out with Christine's brother. I'm so glad we came.
That was actually so much fun.
I've been worried that, especially with Christine's feelings about plural marriage, I've been worried that I'm going into a situation where they're not going to be super friendly about the idea of plural marriage. I don't think so, but I have this little nagging fear in the back of my head that I'm going into a weekend full of having to defend my choices.
Yeah, it's so cool that, so cool to see you again. It's been awesome that you and Chris have been able to hang out so much.
Yeah, we actually are having a lot of fun.
Janelle and I will always do stuff together. We really feel like, I feel like we just raised our kids together so much. So we're always just gonna do stuff together.
That's really awesome.
So okay, so tell me, did you guys live in one house?
Yeah, Dad had our mom downstairs and then Levi's mom
Upstairs. That was the final when they lived together.
That did not work well for a long time.
Do you remember it not working?
Yeah. I mean, there was a couple times where they were just furious and yelling at each other and stuff.
My dad married my other mom when I was 5.
But funny.
And I lived polygamy my whole entire life and loved the idea of living polygamy. I remember how bad I wanted to have sister wives. When I was 17, I was like, yes, that's exactly what I want to do. I wanted to be a third wife at 17. And I really honestly loved our community. I loved our church. I had a great childhood. All of it was great.
Seeing that firsthand growing up, I mean, it was there were some times where, you could just feel the tension in the room. It was like you could cut the tension with a knife growing up. I mean, we're just young kids, and it's you have this atmosphere in the house where you're just holy smokes, who's gonna blow up today?
Yeah.
To me, I didn't even notice the tension. I just thought they were fine. There was a lot of people in that house. And I remember it being a party and having so much fun. And I also remember being a moody teenager and slamming a lot of doors.
So Janelle and I, we lived together in a little trailer, and then we also lived together again several times. We lived in the same home. For years, we were in the same home.
Exactly. It's everybody just needs a little bit of space.
In the very beginning, all 4 of us lived in a 3-bedroom mobile home.
That's actually wild. A 3-bedroom
We were
mobile
so
home.
idealistic. We thought we could do this utopia family. We thought we could make it all work. There was nothing but just this little thin paper wall. So, there was a lot of things that just created conflict.
One little tiny kitchen, and it's a trailer with tissue paper walls. Just no.
It was not a good time. It was a very miserable time.
Try to make it abundantly clear I've had as little to do with polygamy as possible. I try to be respectful.
Daddy.
It's just about everybody trying to find their own path in life.
Right.
It's
Yeah, actually, can we talk about that? That Christine at the age of 17 was I want to be a third wife, and having all of these plural marriage dreams, and like most people at 17 are just like thinking about algebra and I don't know, like their part-time job. Like, hello, this is actually such a wild culture that's like the thing that a 17-year-old is most fixated on. Wait, what? Moxie in Discord said one of my favorite things about Mormons is that they have a big central genealogical database of them all. Not least because they need to keep the incest down. What? That's unhinged behavior. Did you hear that? One of my favorite things about the Mormons is that they have a big central genealogical database of them all, not least because they need to keep the incest down. Hello?
That's real?
I guess. That, and they run a lot of ancestry sites. Really, Gems?
Well, look at you now.
What?
I refuse.
That's actually wild. Wow. I did not know that. They're like a special interest of mine, the temple in Salt Lake City. Okay, actually, Salt Lake City sounds dope as hell. I've heard that it's a really cool city. But that's fascinating. I did not know that at all. Okay, they don't own Ancestry.com, though. Sick. Good to know. I want 2 wives and a husband just so I can be a little asexual, antisocial individual when I need to. Honestly, Katie, I support you in that. I get that. At 17, I wanted 5 kids. Now I'm 28 and sterilized. Brittany, that's the real pipeline, honestly. Oh, Kyle, you lived in Salt Lake. Is it nice? I've heard it's pretty. I just watched the documentary on the polygamous Tom Green yesterday. He married 14-year-old girls. Oh, God. That's so disgusting. What a fucking awful person. Jesus. Hold on. That went really fast. Kyle, it's beautiful and has great techno. As in, like, house music, you mean? Like techno music?
Techno music?
I would not.
Hey, boomer.
No, in Salt Lake City?
And they're white people. They like to get down. You know?
Oh, that's fair. I think I just associate Utah with being like very Mormon. And so I'm like, what Mormon is listening to house music?
They're allowed to listen to other music. Like,
I don't know. They seem really restrictive.
Also, I know it's a weird thing, but Mormons are normally musically inclined.
Are they?
I mean, yeah, because they're forced into having.
Oh, it's the Duggar thing. Everybody gets an instrument assigned at birth. That's fair. That makes sense. Weird culture sometimes. Interesting. You're only allowed to do temple rituals on behalf of the dead people you're related to because they kept getting into trouble for trying to baptize. Oh, Lauren, that's so unsavory. Oh, my God. Oh. Okay, Kyle said downtown Salt Lake City is dope. Damn, do you want to go to Salt Lake City, baby?
Sure.
Okay. We're going to go on a vacation to Salt Lake City. You guys saw it. He promised. Listen, facts. Don't talk to me about hot as hell. It's disgustingly hot here. So I bet Salt Lake City is actually nice compared to Arizona temperatures.
It's cold as fuck there. What are you talking about?
Doesn't it snow in Utah?
It's freezing there. Yeah.
No, not currently. I think they like generally is what they meant.
Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, it's in the mountains.
Yeah, but that like someone said it's hot as hell in Salt Lake.
And when is the hot
Yeah.
No,
I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, okay. I think I can stomach it. Yeah. Hi, Michelle. We're talking about Salt Lake City and Mormon culture. Seconding Caroline's. Oh, Jordan and McKay. Yes, I've heard a lot of good things about Jordan and McKay. There's a cool Johnny Harris video about Mormon city layouts. Interesting. I love a good city layout video. Oh, no. No, Maggie. Are you serious? I don't know if I can read that out loud.
The Pornhub thing?
Uh-huh. Their top search for a particular hub website. End of the year top search said Utah's #1 search was Mormon sex.
It makes sense.
That's so embarrassing. Oh, no. The worst part about my visit to Salt Lake City was the headache from the elevation. Actually, when Aaron and I went to Colorado, years ago, I remember feeling the same way, that I was like, how do people fucking live here? And like the elevation is so hot, and it like fucked up my ears. It was very frustrating, but I'm sure you just get used to it. Lenny, I'm hoping because it's like in the background, that the auto censor won't catch it, but you know, we'll see. Natalie, I'd love to see a collab with you and Jordan and McKay. I don't even think Jordan and McKay follow me, you guys. I don't think they're aware of my existence. That's very nice though. Litterbox. Wait, who's Litterbox? Litterbox. Oh, Litterbox Hero. Oh my God, Litterbox. No, we all know that soaking is a Mormon phenomenon. We don't need to talk about it. It's kind of, it gives me the ick, you guys. Thank you, Lenny. All right, let's get back into this episode. I am also weirded out that poor Janelle is just sitting on one side of this like she's being evaluated for a job interview. But okay, 37 minutes, 29 seconds, pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
We're all just on this adventure together.
By and large, it's like, for me, no. I mean, it's hard enough, man and woman, layering that on, as you guys have experienced, I think just makes it even that much more difficult.
Correct.
So when you met Levi, you were still thinking of kind of maybe sort of possibly living in polygamy.
I would say...
Okay. Okay.
This
I
is
was
a great
just...
story in itself.
He's like, no.
If he was, I had no idea. Okay, okay. He didn't tell me for about a year.
And so when I finally dropped the bomb, like 9 months later, when she really liked me, it was devastating for her.
Oh, it was. I was scared he was going to ask me to be one of.
I didn't make it clear.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know he wasn't planning on practicing polygamy
And she
at the
still
time.
agreed to marry him?
I think from a lot of people's perspectives, polygamy's done so much harm.
Yes.
So I understand now, like, why it was made illegal, because they're trying to, you know, protect girls, protect the women, and that's definitely a good thing. But yeah, at the same time, I mean, we're in a whole new day and age where you know, people need to be able to be open and be who they want to be, and you know, we need to recognize, you know, people for who they are.
I think, and this will never happen, but all you got to do is give those women a legal marriage, and then the husband can't, because they can divorce him and take part of his assets. And
there we go. Yeah, I mean, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Like, honestly, if they were all legal.
Okay, but also, can we talk about this though? Because somebody mentioned this in the comments. If you haven't seen, by the way, I posted a TikTok in the Discord, just because it came across my For You page this morning and it made me smile. But this is actually a really good point. I think and I shouldn't sing that because we're gonna get copyrighted. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, we'll go at Jordan and McKay because I feel like I used to follow them or they used to follow me. I don't know what happened. But go at them a bunch. If they want to collab, I think they would be dope. Maybe I'll DM them. Focusing back in. What was my little brain? Oh, the legal marriage thing. I feel like this is such a good point though, because Cody got so lucky that he didn't end up having to pay like alimony and child support, or like if he does, it's not like legally or like court mandated, you know, because the divorce proceedings for 3 of these marriages that failed could have left him in a much worse financial state than he may or may not be in currently. And I think Janelle is like really not wrong that like providing people with legal protections around this is probably not the worst idea. I don't know that I'm necessarily an advocate for legalizing polygamy though, because it seems like it's a non-winning situation for the women involved.
Let alone legally binding.
Literally. Yeah. Are you going to watch with me?
I think it'll play out of there.
All right. Sick.
Press play for a second. See what happens.
Do you want to sit with me?
Yeah.
You don't have to if you don't want to. Yes, lucky for him, unlucky for the wives, very much so. I'm choosing to believe, Fax, that he's still providing for their families in some regard because of the conversations they've had about like their big joint bank account and stuff, you know? Okay. Look at your cute little face, Pumpkin. Yeah, but one can only hope anyways. They said, hey, Aaron, come on in, the water's warm. Thanks, Fax. Okay. Well, Mary can collect on his Social Security because she was married to him for more than 10 years. Interesting. Carver Casey. I did not know that. Huh. Okay. 38:58, pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Really married to him, he'd really have to toe the line.
In theory, a man can just ghost a wife. He can just stop coming over. He can stop paying any kind of support towards her household.
Yeah, which sucks.
He's not legally obligated, and she can make no legal claim on him. She should have a claim on him financially. They've been married, they've had children together. Maybe there's child support, maybe there's alimony, maybe there's, I don't know. I feel like it would be healthier all the way around if the women and the men felt like they had options.
It'd be a little bit.
I think this is a good point, though. Like Shenanigans, I don't necessarily disagree with you, because Shenanigans said more polyamorous folks would like to marry more than one partner legally. I have mixed feelings about this, because on one hand, I could very much see these religious groups abusing that, especially knowing that a lot of the states have legal marriage laws that allow people to conduct and perform child marriages, right? Like the United States is such a fucking shit show in regards to protecting, let's be honest, it's usually women. And so like that's concerning to me, you know, knowing that these religious groups do this, where like they can coerce a 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old into marrying an adult man as her like sixth wife or whatever. But like Janelle's not wrong, right? Like this does provide like a legal protection. And also, you know, like being a polyamorous person, being able to be legally married to more than one person would be cool. I think especially for polyamorous, I was gonna say units, but like polycules where there's kids involved.
This economy? Think of the tax benefits.
Honestly, I know you're memeing, but that's a good point. Like the tax benefits of having multiple spouses and like the tax credits for having multiple kids and all that stuff. Like
if they're gonna force us into serfdom, we might as well get some perks, you know?
I don't disagree.
It's like Willy Wonka and the Charlie God damn it. Willy Wonka and the Charlie Factory.
Where they just produce a bunch of Charlies.
No, where the family's all living together because they're poor.
Yes. Isn't there a city in Colorado where there's a huge child marriage problem? I think that's like all of the United States, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's an issue like that. A lawyer on YouTube talked about what some of the wives could look at doing legally, since there's so much footage of Cody claiming them as wives, even if it's not a legal marriage. Interesting. I did not know that. Aaron playing with the wires in the Surf perks. Yeah, you playing with the headphone wire, Pumpkin. People were enjoying that.
Oh, woof. Ignore that woof. I just got a woof. Wasn't that from The Office or something?
Yeah.
I just got a woof.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's keep going. 39:29, pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Harder to divorce, though, coming from what I just did with just leaving Cody. I can see that it would be awesome to have the legal marriage, because then you are protected. You're 100% right. Do you know what she's talking about here? And what she's hinting at here? Basically, what Janelle is saying is, if I would have had a legal marriage with Cody, and if she would have had a legal marriage with Cody and married too, that when it came down to leave, it'd be also a legal divorce, which would mean it would be a 50-50 split of everything.
I'm sitting here because my finances are also mishmashed right now with everybody's, that I'm like, I'm having to fight hard to get my estate separated.
I really feel strongly that women should all be empowered in plural marriage.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Janelle.
With financial choices, with financial power, with claim on their husband's estates, because I think that would level the playing field like. So if we were all legally married, the courts would divide the assets based on the relationships.
She's not
My whole goal was to always have the wives each have their own assets. Janelle and Mary and Robin and I each own 25% of Coyote Pass.
Christine was able to sell her house and leave and start over again and do something different. And I have no idea if I'm even going to get anything.
Janelle's name is on 2 of those pieces of property. Mine is on 1. And neither of us own that piece of property outright. Even with the conflict that we have in the family right now, I still believe that it's going to be divided up equally and fairly between the 4 of us.
If I could do anything, I would be out there like knocking on the door saying, get yourself financially independent, because then you have choices.
That's my money.
And that's not something that a lot of women, for some reason, culturally, they don't think about.
One of the reasons she's still with Cody is because of this, because she has nothing in her name.
Next
Okay,
time on Sister Wives.
Okay, we're not watching
one episode.
I know. Deborah, I was thinking that too because 5 of them can't each own 25%. That's mathematically impossible. So is he saying that he and Robin own 25% and the other wives own 75%? Okay, Caroline, I was thinking this too because it would be 50-50 for whoever divorced him first and then 50 of whatever he had left
like a really shitty
after that. Yeah. Because unless they all divorced him at exactly the same time to then get equal shares, like Christine would have gotten 50% of Cody's assets and then Janelle would have gotten 50% of what he had left, so 25% of the assets, and then Mary would get like 12.5%.
You'd have to give up some cheeks. He wouldn't have nothing left.
I know. Literally not even a fucking shirt to put on his back. They're going to start selling
or a quarter, a fifth of a shirt.
Start selling Robin's artwork to cover the difference.
Maybe a OnlyFans situation.
Yeah, Cody's just plain wrong. Perfect. Okay. All right, we're going to take a little break. Yes. We're going to take a little break and then Christine's no longer on the property, so it is 25. Got it. Don't forget to hydrate yourselves, take care of your bodies, take care of your brains, take a little breaky break, and we'll be back. The minutes of the time where I'm at are 55. So we'll be back in 10 minutes, which will be 05. Whatever hour it is for you, it'll be 05. So yeah.
So aggressive.
You had to do it again. Yeah, good one. Okay, we're gonna go. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Take care of yourselves. Love you the most. We'll be right back.
If
Bye.
your piss is yellow, you need more water.
Oh my god, that's so aggressive, Pumpkin. Where's the mute button?
That's you have to have the scale.
I know how to Okay. Sorry to jump scare you. I forgot again. My bad. Hello, everyone. I smell like beef. I smell like beef. Why are Thursdays going to be wild? Arby's. It's the goddamn what? We have the ocean meat margarita.
One meat margarita.
What? All right. Hi, everyone. How's it going? I've returned with my sandwich. Are we done talking about icky things to look up on Google? Yeah, no icky things, please. This is an ick-free zone. Does alcohol break down beets? I feel like probably, right? If I had to guess. A margarita with beef broth sounds amazing right now. Mark, that's rancid, dude. That's gross as fuck. Yeah, that's cursed. I don't know if I can agree with that. And listen, I am a soup extravaganza.
The margarita is made and then you add beef broth?
I think it's like...
Or it's a margarita, instead of the lime juice, you would add...
I think it's that. A beet margarita, however, that sounds good. I could get down with that. Because beet juice isn't like super potent in terms of flavor, but the color would be really fun. I could see beef margarita, no. Beet margarita, maybe.
Previously.
Hold on. Skipping the recap. We're skipping the intro. Okay. Perfect. All right. Great. Beef. You guys just saying beef over and over again. It sounds better than whatever disaster a Bloody Mary is. Honestly, Mark,
I've tried so many Bloody Marys.
Don't disagree.
I've tried so many.
They're not good. I understand the appeal of it and I want to like it, but I don't. I just don't like, I don't want tomato soup in a cocktail. I just want tomato soup. You know what I'm saying? Floof. Yeah, sorry. I love beets, especially roasted with an orange vinaigrette. Ooh, yum. There's this restaurant here in Tucson. They're closed now, RIP. But they used to have an appetizer on their menu that was roasted beets with goat cheese, blue cheese. It was blue cheese and toasted walnuts and like a beet greens, I think, also. And it was so crispy and creamy and it was just delightful. And it's my favorite thing. And nobody else likes beets in my life, so I have to share it with myself. Listen, Stephanie, I know I love soup. I love soup. I just don't want alcohol soup, I think is the problem. I just want regular soup. I've never tried pickled beets, Trina. Are they good?
You must not like beets that much then.
You can like something without having tried it in every preparation style.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Is my opinion, man. You guys, I'm out of breath from walking up the stairs. I know. Miss Mimi, people are always really offended when I say that I don't like Bloody Marys. And it's not that I think they're gross or that I'm like, ugh, like, you know, people who drink them are gross. I just can't get behind it enough to drink one myself. I get it. I understand the premise of why it would be good, but every time I've tried one, I'm like, no, the application is just a little elusive, I think. Also, my hair is driving me friggin' nuts. Don't want to beat bad. And we're not going to sing that because I'm going to get in trouble. All right. 1 minute and 37 seconds. We're going to start watching episode 14 of Sister Wives season 18. So pressing play in 3, 2, 1. Music. No music. Thank you. That feels racist somehow. Okay.
October, there's been a lot of stuff going on.
Oh,
so April was mine and Cody's 32nd anniversary. And our anniversaries
been married for a long time.
Have been interesting for the past few years. Our very first anniversary in Flagstaff, he called me. He's like, hey, let's go out on a drive. Let's go to the Grand Canyon. We went to dinner afterwards. Even though we had not been living together for quite a few years, he said things to me on that date that completely led me to believe that he was wanting to start a relationship with me again. He literally said, "Cheers to a new beginning." So this year for our anniversary, number 32, while we were out to dinner, I was just like, I'm staying around. I see value in the family, in my commitment, and in our relationship. And he's like, "Mary, that's not happening. Like, that's never going to happen. We're not ever going to have a relationship again. We're not going to be a married couple ever." So for the past 6 months since he had that conversation with me, I've had to really take a lot of time to figure out what I need. And the fact that there really is no commitment or covenant, he's already broken it.
Why? What are we bracing for?
I really feel like I was emotionally abandoned by him
Yes, 'cause
many,
you were.
many years ago. Well before the catfishing.
Yes.
Well before the catfishing.
It's really no secret that Mary and Cody have had problems for a very, very, very long time. Above all, Mary is very loyal, and she's very much a person of her word, and she feels like she gave a commitment. But I wonder at what point, if it's not very healthy for her.
So then about a month ago, I saw where he actually said, "No, I don't consider myself married to Mary anymore."
Usually, our church would say you're divorced. You have to go ask for a divorce.
Yeah.
You have to get paperwork. You have to get approval. You have to prove that the marriage is broken.
I don't really consider myself married to Mary. If she wanted to move on and marry another, she wouldn't get an argument with me.
That was pretty insulting and pretty vulgar for him to just be open to that.
I think it's disgusting how Cody's been dragging Mary along for years. And I think it's equally as disgusting that Robin's like, "Stay with the family, stay with the family."
Yes.
Let that girl go.
Yes. Let her live.
Okay, what do I do next? Like,
Leave,
do I
girl.
have a conversation with Robin and just say, "Hey, Cody and I have talked and this is not going anywhere," because she's gonna care. She's probably
You're
the
not
only
married
person
to
who's
Robin.
gonna care. Cody and I are gonna need to have some conversations. And then, like, really, do I even bother staying in Flagstaff at this point?
You don't seem to like it there, Mary. No music, thank you. That's enough for me. I really wish that Mary would give herself the grace so that she could leave, because she really is just not gaining anything from being in contact with Cody.
Good morning.
Hey,
this is beautiful.
Today we decided we were gonna go on a hike at the City of Rocks National Preserve. It's supposedly this really cool area with a lot of rocks and good hiking.
Steve is from my bio mom, and then Levi is from my other mom. We also have JC, Levi's wife. JC's mom, Karina's coming, and one of their sons doesn't have school today. And we're just gonna go hang out and go for a little hike.
Janelle, we need a picture here.
I know,
Wow.
A couple years ago, I left Cody.
So
Janelle's separated from Cody right now. But we are sister wives, and we're just going to keep on being sister wives and really good friends for the rest of our lives and keep raising our kids together and just represent the plural part of our family.
It's interesting that Christine and Janelle have a newfound relationship, because I think it was more antagonistic before. I wish it wasn't so, but it seems to me that they are united in a common enemy against me and Robin, because they've got nothing good to say about us.
Just so you guys know, in Janelle's mind, she's naming all of these plants. She's like, that's blah, blah, blah.
Metaphysically, spiritually,
Can you guys hear him?
emotionally, that is true. Just saying.
Aaron feels really strongly about this. Mary was very, very willing to drop family like a hot potato when she thought the catfish was a better option, so my sympathy is a bit tempered.
The strongest fellowship ever formed was to get Frodo to get the ring, and because they had a single common enemy. So yeah, I do stand by that. Okay, just to be clear.
Thanks. Thank you for clarifying that. I know that
The
that was really
Fellowship
up for
of the Ring.
We watched The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit recently, so Aaron is like really on a tear. Ooh, Trish, thanks for joining the McNugs. Welcome to the channel memberships. You're one of us now. Thanks for coming. It's like he only remembers them from the very beginning of their relationship. Yes, Danielle, because I think he does. I know. Flight of the Rain. 100%. Oh no, Lou, I'm so sorry. Oh God, hold on. My boob is like really fucking hurting. It's fine. It's fine. Sit down. There's nothing to be done. It just hurts. Were they short on content this season? Yes, Emsteru. I think they were.
I thought they were talking about us. I was like, this is what we do all the time.
No, these episodes are so filled with like B-roll and just fucking goop.
Also, a preserve of rocks? That could be our house. You're
Yeah.
like the preserve of rocks.
We have a lot of fucking rocks in our backyard, y'all. Thanks. Did I have stuff on my face?
There's a fuzzy.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you're okay, Lenny. That's why I said there's nothing to be done. It just hurts. Lord of the Boob. Why didn't the giant eagles fly them to Mordor?
That's not the purpose of the eagles. Then what story would there to be told? It's about the adventure.
Aaron is an eagle apologist, and personally, I'm not here for it. We have diverging opinions about the eagles. Thank you, Gemma Bell. The ring is Cody's ego. Yeah, because we need to throw it in the fires of Mordor. That is a good question. Thank you, Bridget. I think that was a good question, too. Yeah, grab another break if you need. We can go talk about beef margaritas. No, Caroline, it's fine. It's gonna hurt on stream or off stream. It's gonna hurt if I'm in the car or at home. Like, I don't want to be graphic because I don't want to trigger or like squick anybody out. But what happened to my boob today is just like, it's gonna hurt. There's no way around it.
There's no getting around that.
Yeah, what happened to my booby tissue today is just gonna hurt, and that's fine.
All right, let's get on this hike. Where are we hiking?
Don't rush me. This is my show. This is my stream, sir.
I want to see how the hike goes.
Bye, Kat. Thanks for coming. Best bra is hand bra. Absolutely. That's why I'm holding my boob always. Okay, let's keep going. Hi, Pinky. Happy New Year. 6 minutes, 34 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
That's blah, blah, blah. She is. You are, aren't you?
When Christine and I started, getting to know each other, I got to know her brothers a little bit. I've known them since they were teenagers. Prior to Christine and I breaking up, I would have called them my friends.
So my brothers and I haven't really talked about my divorce at all with Cody. So I know they have a lot of questions. I don't know when it's going to happen, on the hike or later today. I'm not sure. But I know that they've got some things they want to talk to me about.
So you just went back to school?
Do you do a lot of it online, or you go in person?
It's actually all online.
This is Levi's mother-in-law, Karina. And I had no idea she was going back to school. I think it's great.
So Janelle did too, when the kids were...
when my kids were little, though.
No, when your kids were little, you went back to school. It was amazing. It was super cool. Your kids were so...
desperate.
Your kids were proud of you.
When Gabe was a baby, I decided that I needed to complete my college degree. So back then, online universities were just becoming a thing. I would work full-time. Cody was only there like every third day or whatever, and I had all these kids, so I'd put them to bed and I'd work at night. I was 33 when I graduated.
Now I think about it, I'm like, oh my word, I don't know how I did that.
I don't know how you did it either. It's a lot of work with not having to deal with kids too.
Yeah. I admire Janelle for going back to school with kids. It was a lot of work. I mean, I helped her out. I babysat the kids for her and helped her when I could. It's amazing still.
When I was younger, oh my gosh, our group was teaching that the world was going to end. So don't get your college education. All women need to do is get married. The world's going to end.
There are different...
Wait, can we address that? Because that's wild.
Oh my God.
You can't convince me that these groups aren't intentionally tampering these women's options for leaving what is essentially a cult in a lot of ways. Yes, Christine, I did know that. But I think to discourage people from having like very useful life skills is just like a level beyond, right? Like, oh, the world's going to end anyway, so don't bother like having any transferable skills. Yes, Mark, literally. I know that people talk about that all the time. It's like a death cult and a birth cult, all sort of wrapped up into one, about like the Duggar and like the Quiverful thing. But like this is very similar, and it's really alarming. We're just like, yeah, you know, I hope that we have some further conversation about how fucked up that is. We had dates for doomsday facts. That sounds so bleak and just disturbing. I feel like that would give me constant fucking anxiety. Latter day, aka the end of times. Interesting. I've never really analyzed that before now.
We got rocks for brains.
Oof. That is so disappointing. Okay, let's move on. 8 minutes, 8 seconds, pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Different classes and church meetings we went to where some of the people would teach that the world is going to end. And I remember talking to my dad about it, and he was like, "Oh, Chris, that's not true. That's crazy. You got to go to college." I'm like, "Oh, all right." So I went to college.
Yeah, anytime anything happened in the world at all,
so
like
funny.
any sort of crisis, it was like the world is ending right now. But it's funny because there's this paradox too where they want to be super prepared. They want to be, you
have to know, I grew up in the mainstream LDS church. That was a big deal.
So that was the same thing in LDS church too?
Food storage, yeah. But hey, during COVID, who had toilet paper?
Exactly. So,
This girl.
Our church was always encouraging us to have food storage. And I'm not talking about small amounts. I'm talking about like enough for a very long time for a large family kind of a thing.
So when we buy meat, we buy it in bulk, and we buy a whole cow, and they send it to the butcher, and they package it, and we bring it here frozen, and then we stuff it into our freezers.
Okay, but also, can we talk about what a privilege this is? Like, this is how you know that they had money even then, because buying all of the meat from a whole cow is so expensive. Like, this is actually like a valid way for people to like save money and like, you know, have long-term food storage and all of that. Like, there's really nothing wrong with this, but the fact that they could afford this for like enough meat for their whole family is like actually kind of a flex in this economy. I suppose not this economy, but still, even back then. Okay, Natty, I wonder this too, like what happens when things go bad, because I always think of that episode of The Office where Dwight is just eating all of his food storage. He's eating like gallons and gallons of like pickles and all of this canned food. Like, what happens? Also, it's really interesting too that they're sort of fixated on this idea of like the end of the world, but then also encourage people to be prepared to outlive the end of the world. Like, what's the take there? If it's ultimately a death cult, then why is there this like concerted effort to sort of like just hang on? Like, what are they waiting for? You know what I'm saying? I'm not even memeing. I'm actually asking because I'm confused. I don't understand. Lots of tasteless mashed potatoes. Yeah, I saw someone say you rotate the food. So like when stuff's going to go bad, you just start eating it, I suppose. They're very organized about using things by dates. That's very interesting. I think the premise is that everything and everyone else will die except the Mormons. Oh, is this like a chosen ones inheriting the earth kind of a situation? Is that the subtext here? Maybe it's not even subtext. It's probably quite overt.
Loud text.
Yeah. I don't. Okay, Car Free Casey, same. I don't want to live through the end of times. We saw a TikTok last night of somebody talking about how like with contact lenses you expect me to be like getting up and like living through, like fighting through the end of the world. Like, no. I have a year's worth of contact lenses, like whenever my prescription renews, and then like if the end of the world strikes when I'm running out of contact lenses, then like
it'd be like that.
Listen, I just that's like really a tall order for me. I can't be blind and living in the post-apocalyptic era. That's really a lot. Yes, to be chosen to live forever. Got it. Facts. It's a reverse rapture where all the bad people and stuff disappear in the end times. Okay, got it. Interesting. Yeah, so it is this sort of like chosen inheriting the earth. I do have glasses, Amy, but I'm just a whiner. I'm just a baby, and I hate... Sorry, I'm just a baby. No, I actually really just hate wearing glasses. Pumpkin, can I ask you a favor? will you turn my ring light down by one? It's so bright. It's like
this light is way too loud.
It's washing out my face, and also it's very bright in my eyes.
You want to do a different color?
No. Okay.
Oh, look.
No, Punky, I don't want to be orange. Thank you.
You like that one, right?
Yes.
Your complexion looks great no matter what color you have.
Thank you. They also want them to make menus and not waste food, and it's menus from like 1950. Wow. Glasses rip out hair. Also, you can't sleep with them. Not that you can sleep with contacts, but like you can't just like casually take a nap with glasses.
Just get eye surgery.
You could break them. It's like such a thing. They fog up. They get dirty. I have long eyelashes, you guys. They're constantly just like on my glasses, getting greasy eyelash goop on them. There's an old Twilight Zone episode where the last man on Earth after the apocalypse, he's surrounded by books. At the end of the episode, he drops and steps on his glasses. Me, AF. I wonder if the idea is like, if you don't try, you're not worthy. Maybe, Kyle. I could see that. Okay. Hi, Alexandra. We're on episode 14. We're 9 minutes and 9 seconds in. Okay. Let's keep going.
Back to my seat.
We are pressing play. Is this the right ring light color, baby? It seems like it's too yellow. I'm sorry. That's better.
Oh, you did have the influencer light on actually before.
Yes, and look how nice my skin looks.
It looks amazing.
Okay. 9 minutes, 9 seconds, episode 14. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
600 pounds of meat. It's a lot of meat.
600 pounds.
Yeah, we got a little bit of food storage. When Christine left, we were storing it all in Christine's garage. When she left, she didn't want any of it. So we got our food storage put away. It's in storage, but it's costing us money every month to store it. It's taking up space that I don't feel like I can spare.
I see the wisdom in it because you just never know what's going to happen, but it's not really something that I've completely embraced. That was something that Janelle and Christine always did, and I just left it up to them.
You guys come check out, like from right here, you guys can see clear back over there.
Wow. We could do a family reunion here because Christine and I have talked about doing a reunion with our kids.
Like all the kids, to get them all in the same space again, I think that would be a feat.
You know, it just for some reason feels like there's this huge gulf between Robin's children and the rest of the children. And I hear from my children and Christine's children whenever I'm with them that they miss Robin's children. They miss Dayton. My boys especially really do miss Dayton. You know, I don't know, like it's become so estranged and so bitter, and there's things being said now, and I just don't know if it'll ever happen.
I am willing to fake.
No.
With my sister.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go. 10 minutes, 57 seconds.
Me, Mary, and Robin are going to sit down and talk about the property, whose property's what, you know, just reaffirming sort of the division and stuff like that.
You know, after Cody and I talked on our anniversary, it was about 6 months ago, we haven't seen each other much. I think that he basically said what he needed to say.
Every time I'm out here on the property, it makes me ache to just get out here.
Well, Mary, since you want to build on the property, we should go walk it.
You're skipping a conversation.
There's like quite a few conversations that are being skipped here. One, the property has to be paid off. Two, the property has to be divided. After Christine left, I guess she signed over her property.
Yes.
It always cracks me up in these situations like this because it seems like the women could so easily emotionally gang up on him
and outnumber him. Yes.
But like, it's just so interesting that a man, when like, you know, the whole like, oh, my old ball and chain. So this man said, give me a iron, you know, like what they do when they, you know, like a bunch of chains, you know, it's just an interesting dichotomy that you would get into this. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I think you mean dynamic, but yes, it is really interesting.
Yeah, I just say stuff sometimes.
Punky, you're moving my chair all around.
But, sorry, go on. It's just interesting to me that he would choose
this
life and then complain about it.
Well, okay, but also that he seems unaware of how easily they could upturn his life.
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
Like, he seems so genuinely surprised that Christine and Janelle and Mary all sort of turned their back on him when he started to treat them and their children like shit. And like, why? Like, if I was in this scenario, I would be acutely aware that I was outnumbered and like on borrowed time.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like that thing too. It's like that thing that happens all the time. Like I literally, someone will be like, "Oh man, I really need to break up with my girlfriend so that I can be with someone else." Like,
yeah, and then they don't. Like, just break up with your. Yes, Gems, exactly. If you hate women, why would you get involved with 4 of them? Like, hello, what is that? Like, what kind of? But then also to have the gall to complain about it. Like, you made this choice.
We'll talk about that article in the pod then.
What?
That he.
Oh my gosh, yes, I saw this article about Cody. An interview that Cody did. And it's just wild, the things that he's saying in this article.
We'll save it for the pod.
We'll save it for the pod. Yeah, because they're horny. They love men but can't fuck men because that's gay. Yeah, that seems to track with how much Cody seems to really light up when he's around his male friends.
Sorry, thank you for letting me distract.
No, yeah. Baby, it's a shit show here.
Okay.
I want you to share stuff with us.
Did you call me Punky Brewster, by the way?
Did I? I do call you Punky
Someone
Brewster.
said in the chat, and I don't know how they would know that otherwise unless they have our house bugged.
I think because I called you Punky.
Oh.
Over Christmas too, we kept calling each other Punk in front of my parents, and I feel like they didn't put together.
It's the thing when you say words so many times, and it just every little bit it just gets a little shorter. First it was pumpkin, then it was punkin, then it was punky, then it was punk, and soon it'll be, sometimes we do puh.
Puh.
Da.
Just start calling you P.
Da. We'll do pa.
Yeah, Lou said, no, Aaron, I called you Punky Brewster, and Discord froze for me again. No, Lou, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, let's keep going. 11 minutes, 51 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
To Cody and Robin. And I don't know what's happening with that. I haven't been involved in like the decision-making process of it.
So when Christine got her house, when she left, she said, well, I'll trade that with you for my share in Coyote Pass. So here's the deal. We're still doing 5 lots, okay?
Okay. So,
Christine's just out. So
and who gets the other one?
Me. Lot 1 is the lot that I kind of always figured would sort of be the family lot. And Christine left. She's gone, so I'll own lot number 3, which was going to...
Hold on. What the fuck is this division? Oh my gosh, Bridget, thank you for the $1.99. Thanks for hanging out with us, friend. I don't think you left him. I can't see your message. If you did leave a message and I can't see it, just put it in the chat again. But, yeah, what the fuck is this division? Of course, Mary and Christine got the tiny ones.
They couldn't come up with a better way to...
But also, why would the family not be the biggest one? Hello?
Or in the middle.
I think Janelle deserves a big lot after everything that she's been through. But, like, of course, Mary and Christine would get the small ones, too. And then Cody just gets his own now? If you give me fucking 5 minutes, I could divide this lot into 5 pieces in a way that's even and actually fucking makes sense. Literally, I could show you like 4 different layouts for this lot that wouldn't be just egregiously fucking unfair. He didn't pass first grade math. Oh, God. Okay, let's keep going.
Duncan, stop it.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. 12 minutes, 28 seconds, pressing play. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait, can they see the division?
Oh,
can they see the division?
Yeah, sorry, hold on. Look at that.
Computing.
Look at that.
Whenever you do graphics and stuff, you're not doing enough. You need to pretend like you're typing so it looks like you're...
You doing something?
Yeah. Here.
I just look like a bug when I do that. Yeah, hacking the mainframe really quick. Oh, just sending loves. Thank you, Bridget. I appreciate you. Yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous. No. What kind of division is this? Literally, hello? Christine have her lot in the back, literally. So, yeah. So now that Cody is getting the family lot, then who gets Christine's lot? I guess then Mary can have a regular, like a more appropriately sized piece, and then Cody gets the shitty one. Clearly, it's all for Cody. Ugh. Okay, let's keep going.
Hacking.
12 minutes and 28 seconds. Pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Be her lot. Because of things that have gone on in the past with the family, I'm not going to give the family lot to any wife.
Okay, so you get 4,
Yes,
Robin
Remedy.
gets 4, so you guys get 8 together.
No, it's 2-acre lots.
Yeah.
2-acre lots.
Yeah, so-
and then 4-acre lots.
Right, so if you're getting 2 and 2, that's 4. It seems like he's already made the decision, and I don't think that's fair.
Oh my God. Sarah. Did you see what Sarah said? Aaron and his concerned
Also,
shot
they
of.
said they're gonna see how long it takes before I stand up again, and now I'm hyper aware of it.
Just scoot closer, baby.
I like being able to move. I didn't get my zoomies out today.
Aaron has hyperactive ADHD for real, for real. I know, 2 + 2 = 4. But also, yeah, so I know Aaron does need a lapel mic back there. So they get 8 of the collective acres, and then everybody else gets 4 each. That's fucking horseshit. That's fucking bullshit. I would be so mad. Bullshit. I know, the math burned so good. Okay, 12:54, pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Because regardless of the fact that he and I haven't had a relationship for, 8 or 10 years or however long it's been, I'm still part of the family and I still financially put into it. And so I deserve to have some of the property.
Also, Mary's been here the longest, but also thank you, Christine, for correcting me. Janelle gets 4 and Mary gets 2. So Robin and Cody get 8. Mary gets 2 and Janelle gets 4. Huh? That doesn't make any sense. Can Aaron get a Britney mic and maybe a snake and a crop top and skinny jeans? I can.
I have skinny jeans.
Aaron
Fuck,
does
I
have
stood up. God damn it.
Nah, we should start a bingo.
I mean, I have. It's fine.
I like how you're looking around as if your clothes are here.
No, I was talking about the mic. It's fine. Just go on.
Aaron does have skinny jeans, but do you want to get another? No, it's fine. It's fine.
No,
It's fine.
if I set up the road, if you would let me do it the way I want to, but you hate me. Oh, there's an ad inserted. We need to wait until everyone's back.
Oh, okay. I don't hate you.
You hate my ideas.
You're right. I hate your ideas. Do you want to set up the road right now?
No, because I don't know. It's gonna have to download software on your computer.
Oh, do you want to do it after the stream?
Maybe.
If we download software
No,
for you to
should do
sit
it
with
when
me.
I come on Fridays.
I
'cause
love when you
remember I ruin
come.
Your day.
It's not true.
You can tell everyone how I ruined your day. Go
You
ahead.
did not ruin my day. I never said you ruined my day.
We didn't get falafel.
You did, however, kind of sink my lunch plans, but that's okay. If they were smart, they would keep one of the lots, maybe 2, and develop them as Airbnbs. But also, Mindy, like even just like best or like worst case scenario, why would we not just divide it equally, knowing that like Christine's not here? Great, we don't need to do 5 lots then. So Robin and Cody don't need an extra lot. So instead, what we'll do is just divide however many acres this is, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 acres by 4. That's how many acres we all get. Aaron does need a treadmill. I feel like he would actually really like the walking pads.
I'm good, okay? I'm so cool.
I think Aaron would like a walking pad. Christine and Janelle are Sam and Frodo. Cody is Gollum, and Cody's ego is the ring. I'm living for that comparison. Okay. 13 minutes, 8 seconds. We're pressing play. In 3, 2, 1.
And not just what he decides I'm worthy of. This is just weird to me. That you two get 8 together, 4 and 4. Janelle gets 4, and I get 2.
I have said to Cody several times, well, I'm not really quite sure how come we're not dividing this equally. You know what I mean? Well, he's like, well, you're going to still get your 4 acres. And I'm like, okay, but there's 14 acres. I think it's time that we have a real appraisal and decide what the value is and what's fair for all 4 of us.
Yes, Janelle.
Mary has 1 child, and I have 18 children. And I wanted to keep the lot with the pond to be for the whole family. Because the whole family kind of understands that Mary doesn't want to really, this is from living with her. She doesn't really want to share resources.
This man is not going to malign Mary, but also to claim all of the children as if they're his and not equally shared between him. Like, you don't get to say, I have 18 kids when all of your wives should have, like, primary claim over those kids because they're the ones who fucking raised them, but also they're the ones who have to take care of them when he's not there. Mary's the highest earner. Actually, this is a good point. But also, again, in the spirit of like, let's not create resentment and division amongst the sister wives, let's just, I don't know, divide the fucking lots equally. Like, if we're really going to do 5 lots so that we can have one for the family, then just divide them all equally. This is not a complicated theory. Like, he is such a weird person. He doesn't share himself, literally. But also, too, the idea that, like, oh, Mary only has one child, and so therefore Mary doesn't need more space. Like, horseshit. Mary has been here the longest. Mary also is entitled to the same things that the other wives are entitled to. And, like, it's not like Mary has one child because Mary said fuck having kids, right? Like, Mary struggled with infertility and, like, gone through a lot of emotional trauma, from my understanding. So, like, we're going to punish Mary even further for that? Like, that's so fucking cold-blooded. Bye, Kyle. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next stream. Okay, 14 minutes and 2 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
The other thing is that you never know if Cody and I are going to stay together.
I mean, you never know. It's going to happen another 22 years down the road.
That was a bad joke, Cody. Sorry.
Think of a comeback.
No, I'm just saying, like, here's the thing. No, this is
that was hilarious. 12 years in, I wouldn't have thought either.
That was a bad joke. Sorry.
I loved
I'm
Mary,
sorry.
or Robin,
I apologize.
for that.
We have no idea what the
Punish
future
him.
holds. I'm not saying that Cody and I are going to really split up, but I mean, it's just like, I deserve my 4th too, is what my point is. Not to be counted with Cody. I actually get tired of that, to constantly always be counted with Cody. And like, everybody always thinks that if Cody has it, Robin has it. Cody says it, Robin says it. Cody thinks it and feels it, Robin thinks and feels it. That is not true. No, my point is that my lot will eventually be passed down
Well,
to
that's for
my
you.
children.
Right.
His lots will be more about the more of the children. That's how I see it. Is that how you see it?
Not really, but
Really?
no.
How do you see it?
I see.
No. You don't answer right now because
No,
you're
I-
in a
I-
bed. You're in a headspace that's not
Yeah, I know.
cool. You're in a bad place
Well,
right
I know.
now.
I just.
No,
I
you
don't
just-
see. I don't see. I'm not making any plans.
Well, that's how I see it. That's how I see it, and you just need to wait until you've got your headspace clear and clean and calm before you say anything else.
She's literally gentle parenting this man. But also, I agree with you guys in the chat. I can like understand why Robin is saying like, I don't want to be counted with Cody. Like, I want to be considered an autonomous person. Except that practically that's not true though, right? Because like, first of all, they're legally married and so therefore their assets are merged. But second of all, we all know that Cody is living with Robin. So if they have 2 lots, even if they're saying right now that one's going to be the family lot and one's going to be like Robin's lot, I don't think anybody would be surprised to find out after they did all of the appraisals and like the legal paperwork to divvy up these lots that like, oh, actually, as it turns out, Cody and Robin are merging their lots so that they can just have like the majority share of this property and build like a fucking mega house, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand what she's saying, but I really don't think that that's like practically a fair statement to make, because the truth in like everyday lived experience is that Robin and Cody are very much like a contiguous unit in a sense.
She made an interesting point.
Huh?
In the Discord?
Amy, so now I'm wondering if this is more feisty Robin, is how she's always been, but she has been given a Sabin edit. I wonder about that too, honestly, because the TikTok that I posted in the Discord this morning was also kind of this attitude, right? Where she's like very upfront. I don't want to say combative, but she's like much more assertive with Cody than we've seen in other clips. And it does kind of come across like maybe Robin's been painted in this way to craft a very, very crafty little narrative, you know? And like, listen, we all know that these fundy, like high control religious groups disadvantage and oppress women first and foremost. I'm just saying. Like, I would not be surprised to find out that Robin got the shit end of the deal here by being painted as like this kind of way. Cody's living proof that character is far from a determinant of your socioeconomic status. Yeah, you can say that again, Cobblejen. Okay, 15 minutes and 47 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
There's way more to the picture that why
Cody, that's a good
discuss?
point,
It's
too.
all speculation at this point. It's constantly changing. And we are constantly changing. And who's to say that I don't just get fed up with all of this myself and just go, I want to move out of Flagstaff? I don't think I will. But anybody, any one of us could do that, just like Christine did. What'd you think would be different? What were you imagining would be different?
No, I just wasn't really imagining anything. I just knew that there was now 2 more acres. And so does that mean, like, I get them because Robin and Janelle each have 4?
Yes, that's how it should
I'm
be.
not thinking that.
Okay. I understand.
Mary, you
I
should not
understand.
understand that.
Oh, I understand what he's saying. It's just the same thing that's always been. I only have 1 child. And now but I'm not really a wife. You know what I mean? And so it's just this, you're less than. And that's not true.
Yes.
I'm just as important as anybody else. So yeah, I understand.
Mary, stand up for yourself.
Also, is now a good time to drop a bomb?
What's the bomb?
My heart just started pounding hard.
Get ready. Oh, hi, Zoe. I didn't even see you come in. This is where it goes tits up. Hell yeah. Oh, thank you. No music. Get out of here with your banjos. They copyrighted the banjos last time, you guys.
Do with him, and oh my gosh, it's just been a fun couple of days.
That's how I would throw.
We're playing Ultimate Frisbee.
Now, what
I
I
know
want to
that.
do is
You
lay it
know
up
exactly
right
why
over
they're
the
gonna do
top,
that.
and
So I
you're
can
just
hit
going to
it
be
in.
right behind it like a backboard and dunk it down. That's
Okay.
3 points. It'll be me and Chris against Matthew and
no,
Janelle.
I promise he doesn't want to be on my team.
We'll help each other. You're going to be just fine.
Between Mary and Robin and Janelle, I am definitely the most competitive. That is why I left first, is because I wanted to win.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Good job.
Nice.
I have thrown a frisbee like 4 times in my life. Like it would just go wherever it wanted to.
Oh gosh! Can I please do it again? Please, 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 please.
I think if we split Janelle and I, we split the difference, we might actually make it super close to one of the goals.
Okay, I have got to get this, damn it. Okay.
I was asking for divine intervention.
Oh, see there, that was the wind.
But I did not get it.
That was the wind. Lucky Brewster. He's a sweet
Oh,
guy.
Dinger, that's game.
That's
Nice
2
hit.
points, right?
Yeah.
See, I told
oh
you
my
that one.
gosh.
Yeah, thank goodness for Matt, because it wasn't me who won this game. It was really him.
No.
I was really
this
glad
is
that we came up
Christine's
here. Because Christine has always told me stories about her family, but this was a really good chance to get to know them.
What?
And they're awesome.
We're pausing.
Serious question.
What?
What is the best form of potato?
Personally, I think it's the crispiest kind. So like really crispy shoestring French fries, crispy flattened like smashed tiny potatoes.
Tater tots.
With garlic and Parmesan cheese. Yeah, tater tots are a close third. None of the soggy potatoes.
No.
Mashed potatoes are up there also.
Nikki taught me to put ranch in your mashed potatoes. Oh my fucking goodness.
When you make mashed potatoes at home. When I make mashed potatoes from scratch, we put butter, milk or cream, obviously a bunch of cheese, ranch, sometimes sour cream, maybe cream cheese if you're feeling frisky. You put a bunch of shit in there with seasonings too also.
Of course.
Mashed potatoes are all right. Facts. I just like the crispies. Ooh, and waffle fries. Ooh, I do.
Wedges.
See, wedges. Aaron really likes like steak fries and potato wedges. I'm just like not really a fan. I'm not a hater, but I'm not like, you know.
Everything that tastes baked potatoes does not taste like potatoes.
Twice baked potatoes are really good. Oh, and potato skins. pan fry your mashed potatoes the next day?
What?
Jem, that's genius. Why have we never thought of this? Okay, wait, that sounds so good.
Mickey vodka?
What?
What?
Oh, yeah, vodka is made from potatoes, actually.
Oh,
That's a good point. Well, some vodka is anyways.
We're Galan girls.
Fax, are you okay? Are you actually okay?
Oh, no. Why?
Fax said they got in a car accident. I hope you're memeing. Yes, bacon and chives. Absolutely, KJ.
Is Fax fucking around?
I think Fax is memeing. Fax, I hope you're okay. Scalloped potatoes. I feel like I've never had scalloped potatoes that I really liked, but to be fair, I've only ever had the boxed ones, so that's probably a direct correlation. Fried mashed potatoes as part of breakfast is amazing. That sounds so good. Oh my god, potato pancakes. I've actually never had a potato pancake.
Potato cakes?
Yeah.
My grandma, I'm pretty sure my grandma made them for you one time before she died.
Are you sure? Like latkes?
Kinda, yeah.
That does sound vaguely familiar, actually.
I feel like you've had...
Oh, well, to be fair, we were teenagers, my
That's
love.
fair.
I'm
All
sure
right.
they were good, though.
Sorry for distracting the stream again.
Your grandma was a really good cook, so I'm sure that they were delicious.
Oh, man, she was.
Your grandma could
Grace
get down
was
in the
a good
kitchen.
cook.
Punky.
She was...
Punky, that... I think it's fine. We don't have to debate the history. Okay. Yeah, Fax, are you okay? What the hell? Please send love to Fax. Everybody think positive thoughts. I fried some potato pancakes in bacon grease with a side of zesty mustard aioli, and it was amazing. That sounds so good.
Oh, poutine.
Oh, poutine. Yeah, poutine also sounds good. I am fine. I got in an accident years ago. Had brain damage, and now potatoes taste funny when mashed. Okay, that was scary. I'm glad that you're okay.
You're live tweeting your
Y'all
accidents.
cannot read. I mean, true. That is accurate. Okay. Ooh, guess what I'm making tomorrow? Okay, Lou, let us know how it is. Okay, 19 minutes and 13 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
I have so many more questions we'll have to discuss. You said in the last few years you kind of had your moment realizing that maybe you did need to move away. What happened in the last few years?
No, we're direct people. We're very, very, very direct. Levi was raised by the same parents I was, and I think we both just have a tendency to go in for the conversation.
Well, Cody and I
We're going to hit you with the hard questions, sweetie. I'm sorry.
Well, this is kind of life, Steve.
So he just said that he wasn't attracted to me and there was no real chemistry and it wasn't going to be, and I wasn't nice enough to my sister wives.
Christy and I both know that that's a code word for you weren't nice to Robin.
You were nice to me.
I was nice to you.
Yes.
I used to hear all these crazy stories, like Cody really believed that Christine was being so mean. And I don't think Christine really was. I mean, like, he's basically accused me, and my boys especially, have been so mean to this one person who's given everything to this family. I think that's a pretty one-sided view of this situation.
Then it came out that he never was really attracted to me or anything like that. And so
I don't
I'm like,
believe that.
Look, she and I have discussed this, but it feels like such a public venue to be talking about this in front of all of us, so I'm just feeling a little awkward.
That's fair.
But before all of that, anyway, he told me he wanted me to get his name off of the house. He wanted to just finance a house with Robin, and he didn't want to be part of my house and paperwork. So that kind of was like, it was hard. That hurt so bad because we were on a house together. Finally, we had something in our name that was combined, and we'd never really had that before. And I thought it was super, super special.
Me refinancing the house and giving it to Christine had nothing to do with us breaking up.
Giving it to her.
Our breakup wasn't even on the horizon. I never even saw it coming.
I'd paid every payment on the house anyway. It's not like he ever did anything. But it was one of those final steps that was so hard. So hard. But it made it easily financially in the end.
No, Cody and I talked about what to do with the property and my house before I left. So I was like, why don't I keep all of the money from the proceeds of the sale of my house, and then I'll turn the property back over to the family. So financial-wise, it was very easy for me to walk away. I mean, I believe that's the biggest reason why Janelle is staying with Cody, is because she has nothing in her name.
Yeah, because he's
And the
holding
property,
her financially hostage.
Cody's name is on every piece of property. I don't know if Robin's is on every piece, but Robin's name was also on my piece of property.
So I'm stuck here with really nothing that's free and clear in my name. I'm jointly titled on these pieces with other members of the family.
We all have the same problem that Janelle has.
No, you
is that
do
our
not.
assets are all combined.
From the day that I asked him to not stay there anymore, I took my life back and I got it back. And I became stronger that day.
This conversation just isn't for my brothers, it's for Janelle too. And I'm not saying that Janelle has to follow the same path, and she has way different situation than mine. But she needs to know it is okay on the other side.
I don't know. Like, life is short.
Yeah,
You know, and I mean, we were raised in a culture where divorce or marriage is forever, right? So it's been a harder thing to like reconcile. But like, I mean, we're 50. We still have a long time.
Bread is
Because
better than
I
potatoes.
still have my faith. Like, I'm still spiritually married to Cody. Like, I don't know how to get a divorce that way. So I'm still technically married to him, but I don't want to live with him. I don't want to get back together with him. Some of the kids have wondered if I really have left their dad because I'm not out dating or, you know, moving on. And it's just because I don't really know how to reconcile my faith with where I am now in my life. So I'm not in any hurry. Just gonna wait and see how it works out.
Oh, Janelle. I agree, though. Life's too short to be partnered with a shitty partner. Okay, let's get back to the tea. Oh, perfect. Here we go.
I wasn't even planning on talking about this, but I guess here we are. I was up at the bed and breakfast this past weekend, and it needs me.
The bed and breakfast.
I don't know if it's because mom is gone, but there's an empty feeling, and I'm feeling very, very drawn to being there.
What does that mean, Mary?
So it means, and it's all coupled with everything else that's been going on and the statements that Cody has made to me this year, that I probably won't be renewing my lease here.
Good.
I'm not saying anything about this property because my intention has always been to build here.
Sure.
And then just it's like a temporary sort of situation.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Mary is saying that she needs to move. Despite the fact that I just feel like my world is crumbling down, I can't fight it because it's not fair to Mary.
Correct.
What I really want to do is yell. What I really want to do is scream. What I really want to do is just say, no, please don't do this.
I'm not going to apologize for what I know in my heart is what I need to do.
Good for you, Mary.
If it's going to hurt Robin's feelings, if Cody's going to be jumping for joy, whatever the emotion that somebody else has about it is irrelevant.
Damn.
Good for her.
Do you even want to look at the lot, Mary? Or is it just off your radar
It's not
temporarily?
off my radar. It's not off my radar at all. It's just so different.
How do you mean? Like, just so that I understand.
Things that you've said to me and about me this year. It changes
You're
things.
making about what I said.
Yes.
Why can't we get on the page where we're making about where we are instead of about what I say?
So a couple of days ago, Cody and I had this discussion about where our marriage was and that it really was not going to move forward. But the thing is, every conversation that he and I have had about it has been private. It's just been between me and him. And he actually has said that he did not want it to be public. And I don't think that's fair because I think it's important that it's public. And I think it's important that Robin hears it. No.
Like, yes, but also that was a hard cut. Did you hear that?
No. Do it again.
I'm going to rewind.
Hacking.
They definitely fucking chopped together some of her dialogue because there was.
I was saying, like, what is the purpose of them putting this picture here if not to chop.
Yeah, they definitely chop some shit together. Yeah, here, let me rewind 20 seconds.
Really hear these here.
We're at 26 minutes and 39 seconds. Pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Forward. But the thing is, every conversation that he and I have had about it has been private. It's just been between me and him. And he actually has said that he did not want it to be public. And I don't think that's fair because I think it's important that it's public.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that Robin hears it. No, I feel like Cody and I are...
All right, let's talk about this before we watch the rest of this conversation. This is fucking wild-ass information. I'm not surprised at all that Cody doesn't want her to be public about it because I think this man really wants his cake and to eat it too, right? He wants to be able to say, I have X amount of wives, but basically be monogamous with Robin. The thing that's crazy is that it doesn't seem like that's what Robin wants. She's talked a bunch about how she has, sort of idolized this idea of being in a plural family and that a lot of the draw for her was having these sister wives, which, obviously that didn't really come to fruition. But there's so much about the situation that's like a little bit kooky to me. Like, first and foremost, Robin saying that her whole world is crumbling down because Mary is moving away is very interesting to me. We just talked about how I think Robin might be getting a little bit of a manipulative edit on behalf of TLC. But I do think it's worth pointing out that Robin's attachment to Mary being in the same city is a little bit odd, right? Like, based on what we've seen, it doesn't really seem like Mary and Robin are spending all that much time together.
That's why I'm so confused.
Especially because Mary is in Utah a lot of the time for the B&B. Like, why? Like, what do you mean your world is crumbling? That seems like a really disproportionate reaction and attachment to something that ultimately really doesn't affect Robin's life all that much. I feel like he promised to stay in a plural marriage for her to even marry him. Yeah, you're right. I would not be surprised about that at all. If he's wanting to keep the sort of, curtain up on all of this to sort of placate Robin so that he doesn't have to have a difficult conversation with her. Because it just really does not seem like Robin envisioned herself being monogamous with Cody. And I don't know if that's because Cody sucks or because she's just really bought into the idea of this big, happy, plural family thing or what the deal is there. I can feel Mickey avoid the chat because they know it'll get them off track. Sometimes, yes, a little bit. Mackenzie said I can feel Mickey avoiding the chat because they know it'll get them off track.
Well, I saw something about croissants. And I'm
Yeah.
just not touching it.
Yeah,
I'm not touching it.
y'all were talking about croissants not being bread.
Someone wants to be an actor or actress. Someone wanted to be in the Discord chat.
What's happening? A cameo?
Who had a cameo?
I don't know. Robin probably panicking her ass off inside. Yeah, sometimes I do avoid the chat a little bit. But also just because you guys are having your own little side conversations that you guys don't need me to weigh in on,
Facts, I'm never outnumbered.
Not to be toxic, but I feel like Robin kind of likes the feeling of being chosen over the other wives. I don't know. Oh yeah, Stephanie, I would not be surprised. Well, and I think, I don't necessarily want to demonize Robin for that because I think that's a pretty human emotion, like I think, I mean, even in polyamorous relationships, people struggle with this, right? Like jealousy is a very common human emotion. I think it's fair to feel that way. It's possible to process through that and put your most mature self in the driver's seat, but it's still possible. What?
I'm learning about croissants.
Croissants are called something in French, which is a bread subsection. High fat dough with additional sugar, but technically a component of patisserie, not, I don't know how to say that word either. Okay, yeah, so pastry, not bread, technically.
So croissants are pastry, not bread?
I think so. In my mind, I feel like that makes sense, though, because to me, bread is like either yeasted or like...
Croissants aren't yeasted, correct? Because it's the butter that causes it to the layers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and
but it's not a puff
like soda bread, right? It uses like a leavener of some kind. Like lamination to me is not the same thing as like leavener, which I feel like makes sense.
Yeah, totally makes complete sense. But like, because it's the folding of butter, right?
Yeah, that's
and
what I
the
mean.
steam
Lamination
causes it to.
Yeah.
As
when the butter melts, the steam rises, and then it pushes
also,
these little layers
croissants
apart.
Are made quickly, or no? They have to bake for a while.
Well, it takes hours to laminate dough because you have to mash
But when
out.
you do the cooking, when they're done.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how long croissants take in the oven.
In my head,
Yeah, they're a flaky pastry.
Pastries are quicker. Bread takes longer at lower.
That's fair. I can see that.
But, you know.
I also, like, internally ask myself the question about whether I would ever use it for a sandwich, you know? Because then I'm like, that feels more bread-like to me.
Lou had a good statement, too.
As someone who's polyam, wanting to be chosen over the rest is a very real feeling, especially for someone like me, that their jealousy stems from feeling like they aren't getting enough attention. Yes. Yeah, Lou, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's very human. And I struggle to, like, point the finger at Robin to be like, she's the devil for feeling what, like, let's be honest, most of us would probably fucking feel, you know? I think that Cody also has just set up a really problematic dynamic where all of these women exist in such a scarcity mindset that it's kind of like either I get mine by taking it from the other wives or I get none, right? Like, look at Mary. So, like, I think it's ultimately, again, this is all fucking Cody's fault. Cody fucking sucks. I just wonder if that's part of the reason that she doesn't want to be monogamous with Cody. Stephanie, I think that's probably part of it, in my opinion. Obviously, we can't know for sure. Yeah, we've talked about that too, that like maybe Robin is so attached to the idea of Mary staying because she just doesn't want Cody's attention on her all the time, which is super fair. I feel like I wouldn't want to be in those crosshairs either. Facts. Lenny said you should do a polyam jealousy video sometime. I am all in for that. Baby, will you text me that too?
Polyam jealousy. Also, did people bang Raphael's concubine or nah?
Oh yeah, weigh in the comments in the chat about that. When you guys played Baldur's Gate 3, did you go to the House of Hope? Sorry, spoilers. Skip this if you don't want Baldur's Gate 3 spoilers. When you go to House of Hope, do you guys resist Raphael's friend or what's the deal?
Also, I'm gonna be honest. I banged the Emperor and I'd do it again.
Bunkin. Spoilers. I'm very sorry.
You put a spoiler.
That's true. I did. Lenny, I can't tell what you're excited about. Cats are absolutely people. Yes, cats are people. I would agree with that. Anytime you take your jacket off like that, it stresses me because I'm like, is there a face under there now?
No, a face?
Yeah, is my face gonna be under that jacket now? Getting the achievement, yes. Aaron said, depends on my character. I usually resist. I tried to, but we were like, you know, fuck it. Let's see where this goes. And then it didn't go anywhere good.
We have so gone off track.
I know. Aaron creating trauma responses about Mickey seeing their face on a shirt.
Yeah,
yes.
I texted it to Mickey, so it's in stone now.
It's happening. Okay, let's get back into this video. 27 minutes and 1 second. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
In a good place. He was over the other day. We had a good conversation, but I feel like he's not as in a good of a place. And I don't know if it's me or if it's something else going on.
It's blame.
I'm not meaning to blame you, Cody.
Then just don't. Her and I, a day or two ago, just had a discussion. And it was kind of one of these things, are we going to work this out, is what Mary's kind of always asking. I'm like, Mary, romance for you and I is not in this picture.
Why would you want to be married to you
we
then?
had decided that we're just going to have to go on being friends because we're not going to be in a marriage. That's what I thought we had literally agreed to.
Cody, I loved the conversation when you stopped by my house the other day and we talked for like an hour.
So
like it was a good conversation.
But thank you. And that's all I want it to be, Mary.
So
it's just safe and easy.
Stay on that vein.
Okay, well, I want to be.
And not lump people.
I'm sorry. We're going to have to rewind because I literally cannot fucking deal with what he just said. I saw you guys talking about love sack. I'll talk about it in a second. Literally, what the fuck was that? He said, thank you. He is so obsessed with himself. Oh my God. No one wants to be friends with you, Cody. Literally. Why would anyone want to just be friends with him and get literally nothing out of it? Like, hello? Why would anyone want that? No, he literally said, I don't want any kind of relationship with you. And he's out here trying to pretend like he was just telling Mary, no, I just don't want to be in a romance. Like, no, you told her, basically, I don't give a fuck about you and our relationship, and I'm turning my back on it. That's what he said. He literally told her to fucking move away, didn't he? Oh, he's so exhausting. Okay, what are we talking about Lovesac for? We do have a Lovesac couch, and I'm obsessed with it. I used to work near one, and they have such expensive... Oh, yeah, never buy anything at Lovesac full price. Wait for the fucking sales. Literally, fuck it. Mickey, what? Robin is so fucking triggering for me, way more than Cody. That's fair. Yeah, I can see that. Get nothing out of it, but fully expected to put everything into it. Fuck you, Cody, you douche canoe supreme. For real? Like, why would anyone want to be in a relationship with someone where you have to give it your all, but then receive nothing?
He said, I've tried nothing and I'm all out of solutions.
Literally. Ooh, he's so annoying. Yes, to put her in a barn dominium. Ugh. Cold-blooded. I am so fucking annoyed. Okay.
I can't honestly go.
Let's keep going. 27 minutes, 59 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Into those things.
I didn't feel like I was lumping.
What did I say that made you feel like I was blaming you?
Just you brought up things I've said and things that I've done.
Right. She's saying
that feels like blame.
She's saying
he said you just won't let me get away scot-free with having been a dick to you. Literally, what the fuck? This man is allergic to accountability. I am just beyond. Oh my God, Mackenzie. Thank you for the $6.99. I just want to say this is so validating because my family's convo sound like this and I can't tell if I'm in the wrong. Mackenzie, if anyone in your family sounds like Cody, I can assure you that they are in the wrong because the way that Cody speaks to people is infuriating.
He really said...
He said, you blame me by bringing up things that I've done to you, things that I've said that have hurt you. Hello? Oh my God. Literally, how dare you acknowledge things I said and did? Oh, so annoying. Okay, let's keep going. 28 minutes and 12 seconds. Pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
I said, let
and
me,
done.
can I?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Just trying to help. I'll shut up.
I understand. Thank you.
I am defensive a little bit because of what's going on with Janelle and with Christine and with the kids. I'm more defensive actually just because of my relationship with Mary. Because I've been managing it carefully, very carefully for 7 years. Listen,
what is that?
You break up, you have a divorce, you both whip out your victim cards. And I don't want that to happen here. I'm trying to be as honest as I possibly can.
No, you're not.
Without being a jackass.
He literally just said, I've been managing this relationship carefully, mostly because I don't want Mary to feel allowed to call herself a victim, even though she is very much a victim in this situation. And so he said, I've been managing this carefully, basically saying that he's been trying to avoid telling the truth about his feelings here. Literally, what the fuck? Oh.
Also, they drive one of those cars that loses like all of its value. The Infinity.
Oh, really?
Wagon. Yeah.
Is it expensive?
Yeah, they're also ugly vehicles.
Watch that be Mary's car.
If it is, she's
says the man who is a living victim card. Yes, Trina. Cody is always the victim about everything, forever, always. But then somehow everyone else is victimizing themselves. Like, make it make sense. Cody has his victim card laminated and ready to whip out from his wallet at a moment's notice.
Wow.
Okay, 28:58. Pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you for not being a jackass. I appreciate that. Well, Robin, how do you feel right now?
Well, maybe it's fair that Robin's here and she has been your advocate for 7 years. Robin was always, you have no business, you have no right to leave her. She's always advised me that I seek healing in this relationship. And she's still doing it in a way against my wishes. It's like, stop. I have to determine if this is right for me or not. I know you're a part of this, and I know you have a covenant inside of this that includes them. But we have to be in a place where I can love her the way she wants to be loved, or she is going to move on anyway.
I think she's been my advocate for longer than that.
According to our religion, sister wives are supposed to advocate for each other. I have always advocated for Cody's relationships with his wives. And I feel like it's very important in order to live plural marriage successfully.
You want something that we can't have together. And we can always have something else.
Ew.
But not that.
Ah! We just can't be married.
What does that mean?
I think this. I'm so sorry, Robin. That was such a. That was such a dirty pause. I really didn't mean it, but oh, woof. Anyways, I think the subtext here is that I don't want to be a husband to Mary, but I'll happily take her contributions to our family bank account. That's pretty much. Oh, Robin's crying face
also,
rivals Kim Kardashian.
Mary over here just laughing, and she's like, "Robin, how you hanging in over there?" And she's just.
Robin's falling to pieces while Mary is just yucking it up. Oh my God.
This gets worse?
It gets worse? Oh, wow. Okay, let's keep going. It means that Cody wants Mary to live her life on hold.
Yeah,
yes.
That's the only thing I can get from that.
I think Cody really gets off on the idea that he can hold Mary captive and like refuse his affection to her because he is still not over the fact that she got catfish and all of that stuff. I think he's trying to like eternally punish her, but also that he probably really wants her money in the family bank account, if I had to guess.
It has to be.
Okay. 30 minutes and 42 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Wait.
I'm sorry. I need to move away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just want to be supportive of you too, but I just need to move away.
Okay.
I'll just go for a walk.
Hi, Luna. Listen, I'm not trying to laugh at Robin, but I need someone to clip that audio of her being like, "Oh, let's go for a walk," because like me AF.
I don't know how TikTok sound yet. It's too bad you're not better at TikTok because that's funny.
I know, it's so funny. Like this is literally me. Any minor inconvenience. I'm like, I'm sorry, I need to go. I'm just gonna take a walk. Oh, yeah. Oh, Amanda! Hell yeah, I love that. Congratulations. Oh, Cobblejet, it's all a disaster. It is all a mess.
Oh, boy.
All right, let's keep going. 31 minutes.
What rugged sense?
The biggest victim in Mary's break. Oh, yeah. She just has a lot of feelings, okay?
Watch for Robin.
31 minutes and 2 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
I can see where they're going with this.
Yeah, they're gonna break up.
And they're both
They've
really
been
calm.
Broken up. Yeah.
And that's scaring me. And I just don't know how I'm supposed to sit here and watch them decide if this is what they're gonna do. I don't know if I can sit here with them.
Why? I mean, it's not really about you, Robin. Like, oh, girl.
Okay, that's enough. Move it, yeah.
Also, that Cody is just like,
oh my god.
Bitch. Oh, is it the next episode? Oh, no, okay. Never mind.
To stay in a duty-bound marriage.
Hold on, we missed some.
Duty, yeah.
We're duty. 31 minutes and 54 seconds. We're pressing play. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Drama.
Here feeling like it's ridiculous to stay in a duty-bound marriage.
Because it is.
I don't think it's fair to either of us.
In so many ways, this moment is just about what we each want, and those aren't the same things. The hardest thing is accepting that it's not going to go back to a place that works for what you're looking for.
I don't like that he's putting all this on me. And he's also not owning that he just doesn't have the interest. He said it to me in private, but he's still not saying it here.
I know
Doesn't
Caroline's
mean I'm
saying.
not mad at you for not giving me what we promised each other.
I walked away because I just couldn't handle the conversation and the direction it was going. Maybe if I'm there, I can stop him from finalizing it. And maybe if I'm there,
why would
then
you
I
want
can
to?
sort of say, well, let's not make any decisions today.
Why?
Sorry I left.
It's been 7 years.
You don't have to be sorry I left.
Really painful, I know. And I want to be supportive, so.
Do you know? You're the chosen one, Robin.
I don't know, I feel like we just had a breakup conversation.
I'm glad we've gone this long so that we can be friends in the departure.
No.
Are you even accepting that?
What else am I supposed to do with it, Robin?
You've been doing a certain thing for a long time.
I know I have.
Okay.
I'm not gonna force somebody to be with me who doesn't want to be with me. I'm
Why
not
would
gonna
you wanna
make
do that?
somebody act how they don't want to act.
Yeah, I get that. I do, but.
And that's not fair.
Oh, the
And
act
it's-
is easy.
Cody, shut the fuck up.
The act is easy.
The act is obvious.
Is it really that obvious?
Excuse me? What kind of fucking behavior is this? This really feels like the curtain fell down. Like all the dark parts of him are on full display now because him being all cold and calculated with her is spooky, dude. I don't like that at all. Literally, she's saying stick with the abuse, Mary, because it makes me feel better. Like, hello? Regardless of how, you know, like we just talked about that, like I think Robin kind of got a raw deal in terms of the edit, making her look like she's constantly trying to cry to manipulate everybody, which I do feel like is a possibility for sure. You can't get around the fact that like on camera, we just watch the words come out of her mouth that she wants them to stay together even though they don't want to be together. Like, that's not a kind or loving thing to do. That's not being compassionate to Mary at all. Like at all. That's actually crazy. Feel your feels, Robin, but don't drag anyone else with you. Yes, Mark, exactly. Is it that obvious? Is that what he's asking? It was so obvious. But also, too, the fact that he really thinks that he's not being obvious about it is very telling, in my opinion. Okay, 34 minutes, 32 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Easy? What's the act? What are you saying?
Just performing my duty as a husband.
And I am not going to be a duty.
And it wasn't an act, it was performance. It was performance. It was doing what I was supposed to. I'm sorry to call it an act.
Nobody wants to be that. And I've experienced it, and it's not fun.
It's one of the reasons why I fell in love with him. Is because he loved Mary and he loved his wives. It's not an act. I know he's bitter now. I know he's struggling. So he's going into these weird, dark places, but it just... so tired of him talking like this.
Go to a therapist.
Yes.
I'm not deciding that this is over. This is me saying, Mary, what you want
is never going to happen.
Doesn't work. Christine just said, I'm gone. I'm done.
I know.
And She might not have been wrong, but I was upset because there was no negotiation. It was just all one-sided. I'm not trying to do that, Mary. I'm trying to be fair. I am willing to fake being in love with Mary, doing my duties as a husband, sort of putting up with things that frustrate me so deeply that I struggle to be around her. If I need to, for the sake of whatever, I don't know, I can fake through this. I don't want to, but if you're going to insist, then we will. And she's like, I don't want that.
Why is
the fact that he actually just said that out loud is wild to me. Yes, yeah, Mary, it's your fault that you want more, not mine. But also that he's basically being like, yeah, you know, I'll pretend. I'll insult you by pretending that I don't fucking hate your guts, which also feels like a lie, honestly. It feels like a lie. It feels like he does actually love her, but he is such a small-minded and small-egoed man that her having essentially like an affair crushed him so deeply that now he has no ability to interact with Mary other than to try to vindictively crush her spirit. And so he's trying to pretend like, oh, I never loved you, I never cared about you, because he's a child. Like, these are the things that children do. When you tell your kid that they can't play with blocks anymore and they go, I hate you, I've never loved you. Like, this is literally that. This is a child throwing a temper tamper. A temper tamper. Okay. 36 minutes, 28 seconds. Pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
He's saying that he's willing to keep acting when he clearly hasn't been for 8 or 10 years. And also, I wouldn't want him to do that. I've wanted to heal our relationship and even create a new relationship, but I've never insisted on it.
I know that you don't feel or consider yourself married to me.
That's not true.
Robin.
Cody and I disagree on this, but I don't think that he has.
This is the agreement you required of me in order to get married.
Oh! Wait, what?
This agreement that I gave you, our sacred covenant, was if I'm ever not in love with you, I won't just sit there and be in a pathetic place with you. You made me promise you that.
But that doesn't mean the marriage is over.
Look, it doesn't.
It's not going to change what our relationship, ours, has been for years. Nothing's going to change.
Do you promise?
My intention,
Yes.
I was hanging on with you.
To what?
I think now you need to let go. It's not fair to either of us. I know. It's not fair for me to be alone like I have been for years. And it's not.
But also, yeah, really quick. Yeah, Rugged made a good point. Robin made Cody vow that she would never end up like Mary. Just wow. Like,
yeah, like what?
Why did we just admit that out loud? That basically one of Robin's vows was like, please don't let me end up like your other fucking wives.
What a thing.
Eesh.
Temper
tamper. But like the fact that we're acknowledging then that Cody basically is faking it with his other wives, or is like at the very least being so fucking just like uncaring towards his other wives that she was like, sure, I really want to marry you, but I don't want to end up like those fucking losers. Like, hello? That's so fucking mean. Both of these two are really like outing themselves right now. Okay, 38-11, pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Fair for him to feel like he has to do a duty.
Irene.
Just to do a duty.
The fact that we have to break this news to Robin like she's a teenager is crazy. Crazy behavior.
So
This isn't what I want. It's not what I want either, Robin. It's not what I want.
It's not what I wanted either.
You're the one who's the problem here. You shut up, Cody.
Robin came into our family specifically because she intended to live plural marriage.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Well, I guess.
Do a duty.
This appears to be the end of our plural marriage.
So is Robin the last one standing?
Sure is.
Did you get a belt?
I don't think that mine and Robin's relationship will be too much different than what it's been. And also, I need to figure out how to be friends with my ex-husband's wife.
Why does he have gloves on still? Take them off, you weirdo.
This is goodbye. It was a negotiation that was long overdue. I mean, it's been maybe a wasted 7 years for Mary. I have no idea.
He's like, okay, bye.
But we've agreed now. And I hope she finds peace.
We're just leaving. No, you don't. You liar.
Because I will.
Ew, did you hear what he said?
Hey, run it back.
He said, I hope that she finds peace, because I know I will. Ew. What a freaking jerk. Ew, I hate him so much.
Also, but can we just talk about, like, Robin is having this giant emotional reaction to this, and Cody's like...
He said, got a blast. Like, literally, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Just fuck myself.
We just broke it to our 13-year-old daughter that we're getting a divorce and abandoned her in the woods. Like, what is going on?
And that's how motherfucking hags are made. That's why they're so evil. They got their heart broken.
By Cody. I just, like, what? Go make out with your car, Cody. Oh, my God. Literally, what the fuck was that? Okay, hold on. Let's finish the rest of this because I think there's probably like 5 seconds left. 39:52, pressing play in 3, 2, 1. Look at this. Look at this man.
Just go drive a circle?
Yeah. I'm so cool. Robin's like, I'm fine, I guess.
Plural marriage. I will just continue to spend time on my knees, looking for peace and answers.
Girl.
Because there really is no other choice for me.
I'm looking at that mountain.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at Robin crying. The fact that she just casually was like, I'm just going to spend a lot more time on my knees after having this conversation about how he was like not sexually attracted to his other wife. It's just like not the phrasing that we needed to use, Robin. No.
Is no one watching this back saying, like, we can't keep that in there. We can't keep that in there.
Like, do we want to get her to give us a different soundbite and we'll put one of their photos up or something? Like, no one wanted to save her.
Like, this, I know this got reviewed by people. This had to have gotten reviewed.
I know in the pause frame. Oh, it's so bad. I'm so sorry, Robin. Jello Chicky, I don't know.
Honestly, how did they do 30 years?
I don't know. I know, Christine. They did her dirty leaving that edited like that. Okay, 40 minutes and 26 seconds. Ooh, Terry, thank you for the $5. I'm loving Mickey and Punky Brewster in this stream. I'm so here for the backseat streaming. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Terry. Thank you. Thank you for the $5. All right, 40 minutes and 26 seconds. We're pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
And I'm thinking about when we came here.
Oh my God.
And we chose all.
They can't play that clip. I'm actually gonna pee my pants. They played that clip and then back to Robin crying. Production knows what they did. They edited that on purpose. Yes, also, that water looks like dirty muck. They got
It's a symbolization.
in their underpants in this dirty, mucky water, and Cody got naked in his little panties. And we're supposed to take her crying seriously now. I think the problem was all the time she spent on her knees in the first place. Oh, no. Oh, this is shady. This is some shady production work.
Also, just hack the mainframe again. Why do we keep doing it? We just keep doing it.
I know the pause frame is so... But, like, we went from this... Hold on. Hold on. Oh, Robin. Oh, no, don't stop working now. Oh, my God, Stephanie! Cody Panties. Thank you for the 10 months, Stephanie. Good vibes break. How long ago did this start snake bite? It has been a minute. We started at 3 o'clock. I want to see the panties. Well, it's not playing. There we go. Hold on.
That's forward.
There we go.
One more.
No, it's too much. We gotta.
It really is quick. Okay, damn.
There we go. Ready? Oh, hold on. I have to put the overlay on. Just give it 2 seconds. I'll show you guys in a second.
I want him in the frame. Get him in the frame when he's like this.
Oh, I'm gonna.
And 3, 2. No, one more.
Hold on.
Actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh my God. So we went from this to this, and we're supposed to take that seriously. Also, I saw you. Christine, thank you for the 10 months, and Mark with the 8 months. Mark, you're almost at full gestation. I'm sorry, Lou. I just how are we meant to take her crying seriously after we just watched Cody in his panties in poop water? Be so astronomically fucking for real. I know how they blurred it too. Feels so shady. Even production was like, you don't need to see all of that. Seeing him in his panties was harder than therapy. Thank you, Christine, for the 9 months. I'm so glad you're a McNug. Oh, yeah, Maggie, good question. Okay, let's keep going. 40 minutes and 53 seconds. We're pressing play. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, Robin.
I wanted to sit on a porch with my sister wives here on this property with our kids and our grandkids. And Cody running around like he does and just look at that mound together and
yeah.
Can we just talk about how she's framing this as a bunch of straight girlfriends who just want, the best friend shit thing.
Yes.
And then a sperm donor. If you frame it from that way,
No, and I totally get it. But Robin, have you considered looking for friends? Because I think that's the problem. Is that Robin was more invested in this idea of having friends than she was Cody. And then the friends went away and she was like, whoa, hold on a minute. I don't want to be stuck with this man. Not if I don't get the friends deal out of this.
During wartime.
Oh, Satan, I don't know, but that's a really good point.
They said no color. Suck out all the color. This looks like the 7th. Oh, I can't say it on stream.
Yeah, no. She does want golden girlfriends. She does. It feels like Robin was kind of taking others for granted, or am I wrong? I think she operated under this assumption that it didn't matter how Cody behaved because plural wives are just in this for the long haul. And so she would get to reap the benefits of being friends without having to put in the effort. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but Christiane, I don't even mean it as a burn. For real, I think she's grieving what she thought was going to be these lifelong female friendships, the platonic soulmate thing. But she didn't end up getting that. But that doesn't have to go away. You can still have friends, Robin. No, baby. No marrying anybody else. Yes, except that Robin was never friends with the sister wives. They were more like dolls. Exactly. I think that's the problem. Mark, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Okay, let's see who got one. Seattle area skeptic, Dana May, Sarah F, Carrie Pinchuk, and Carla Stone. You guys are big nugs now. You're one of us. Thanks for being channel members. And thank you, Mark, for the 5 gifted memberships. She didn't know how to be a plural wife or a friend. She just thought it would happen. Yes, Heather, that's very much the vibe that I'm getting. Her impression.
Losing that is really painful. Like, totally understand.
No, of course. Yeah. But I think her impression was that, like, she could just show up and the relationships would be without any investment from Robin. The same, she views her family in the same way as like this thing. It's like an object to her that as long as everybody's like shuts the fuck up and plays nice, then Robin gets to live in this fantasy land of like big happy family and happy loving sister wives. But like in order for that to work, you have to invest in it, first of all. But second of all, like you can still have close community just outside of this arrangement. Like this is not the only way to achieve that, you know? Robin never shows friends on the show, just family. Yeah, I feel like that's probably a button for her, which makes sense that she's feeling this way. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that this is the only avenue for her to develop like close female friendships, for example. Okay, we're 41 minutes and 18 seconds pressing play in 3, 2, 1.
Having a family, I don't understand. I don't understand.
Next time on Sister Wives.
Oh,
I was thinking to myself, I don't ever want to talk to Janelle again.
You have 6 kids. That's
No. We're gonna watch that next time. I know, Luna, 18 seasons is so much. Okay, Hyperfilla said Robin had a friend. She was a friend of the catfish.
What is the catfish?
So 7 years ago-ish.
Okay.
Mary ended up getting catfished in like an online dating situation. It was like sort of an emotional affair that she had where she was extramaritally involved with someone, except that it turns out that person wasn't who they said they were. So I don't know if Mary lost money in the deal or what happened, but I don't think Cody ever recovered from the idea that Mary could need someone who was not Cody, basically. But apparently Robin's friend of a friend of a friend Robin was friends with someone who was a friend of the catfish. So it's all, and it's just all very odd and kind of intermingled because
real.
No, I think that's real because like Janelle was married, like, you know, betrothed en fiance to Mary's brother. Yeah. So she was married.
Robin?
No. Janelle.
The
second wife.
Oh, okay.
She was married to Mary's brother at the time that Cody was flirting with her. And then apparently divorced him to marry Cody. And then Christine is like polygamous royalty. She comes from like this big polygamous family. And so Christine then married into the family. But it's all sort of like, they're all sort of intermingled and it's like sort of strange.
Yeah, it sounds like a very small community where everyone's just kind of...
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, it's a little bit odd.
Thank you for explaining.
Yeah, she didn't lose money, but she had voicemails and released and photos. Oh no,
we should do it on a stream next time or something.
That sounds like revenge porn kind of stuff. Shit. I feel like she probably did not consent for those to be released, and that's probably mortifying for her.
I thought it was like to clear her name.
No. I think like photos that she sent them got released without her consent. Robin gave the catfish credibility. Janelle was married to Mary's brother, and Robin was married to Christine's cousin.
This shit is crazy.
See, that's what I'm saying. Oh, this is stressful. This is some Pepe Sylvia nonsense. Literally, Jessica with the board. Okay, but I'm dedicated to watching from the start. I know, Brandy, I'm sorry. Girl, we've been at it for a minute. What time is it anyways?
Oh, it's time to feed them
6:45. Yeah, we do have to go feed our puppies. All right, you guys. We will be back next Friday. Next Friday will be normal time, but the Friday after that, I have another doctor's appointment for my broken ass boobies. So I know, fingers crossed that one goes better than the one today did. So I'll see you guys at noon Mountain Standard Time. Hell, it should be working again. Sorry, hold on. I just want to see how many episodes we left and properly say goodbye. Okay, there we go. OBS fucking quit right as we're leaving.
Everyone's
But
like, I guess we're fucking
I
done.
know.
We left everyone looking like Robin.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys next Friday. We're watching the tell-alls next time. So we'll see you on Friday.